What's up, party people? Streaming live on YouTube. I'm gonna go live on TikTok here in a second. Daily Crypto Bull across all the socials. Let me type this in here. Lots of times I'm going to say link in bio or link in profile. For you on YouTube, the link will be in the description. And now we're going to go live on the TikTok. Streaming live on TikTok and the YouTube. Yeah, man. What's up? What's up? What's going on? TikTok, streaming live on TikTok and YouTube. We're going to look at some charts. We're going to talk some crypto. We're going to talk some financial philosophy. Daily Crypto Bull across all the socials. What's up, party people? You know the drill. As soon as we get to 100 likes, we'll get rolling with the stream. But we just started streaming live on TikTok and YouTube. Daily Crypto Bull across all the socials. And of course, coffee. As soon as we get to 100 likes, we'll get rolling. All right, all right. What's up, everybody? We're going to be looking at a few charts, talking some crypto, talking about what's going to go on tomorrow with the Fed. Are they going to raise interest rates? What's going to go on? Are prices going to move? And we will get started as soon as we get to 100 likes. So far, we have 1 like. Just let those likes come flying in. Let your soul just go and go brrrr, like that. As soon as we get to 100 likes, we'll get rolling. As soon as we get to 100 likes, we'll get rolling. That's the drill. That's the deal. You know it. I'm sure you've been in here before. There we go. Now we're over 100 likes. Let's start the stream. Well, we are streaming on TikTok and YouTube. What is this? This is how I like to start every stream. This is the lifetime chart of Bitcoin, right? This is 13 years of Bitcoin. Look what happened. Price go up, price go way down. Price go way up, price go way down. Price go way up, price go way down. Price go way up. We're in the price go way down phase. These blue lines are Bitcoin halving events. Look what happens to price after these blue lines. Boom. Boom, boom. Here's the next one out here in March, April 2024. What do you think is going to happen after this line? Boom. That's what I think. So we're right on cycle trend. Right on cycle trend. We just came down. We're officially in a bear market. I've been saying that for 2-3 months now. But more and more people are coming onto the agreement. But this is the important thing to realize. Like, look at this. Right here, the last crypto cycle, we got up to almost 20K on Bitcoin. Almost 20K. Well, I got it at 19, but it got to almost 20. And then it went all the way down to low 3,000s before it came up here to 69,000. This is pretty typical. It draws down about 85%. So from 69,000, 85% down would be, let me hit my shift button here. Where would 85% be? 85% would be about just under 10,000, it'd be about 9,800. And that's where I think we are going to end up with Bitcoin ultimately before we hit a real true bottom. So what does this mean to me anyways? This means we have moved into official buy DCA time, right? Low 20s for Bitcoin. We're in the low thousands for Ethereum. Ethereum almost went under 1,000 yesterday. That was crazy town, right? We've been in a, Naughty Gamer says we've been in a bear market for 7-8 months, laugh out loud. I wouldn't quite say, well, I mean, you could from the top. You couldn't, there's no way you could call it a bear market in November or even December because everything was still doing good. The stock market was still going up. I'm talking about a global bear market. But yes, technically we have been going down since November, but there's no one saying, all right, now we're going to a bear market. And if anyone says that now, they're totally full of shit. I looked at the chart yesterday. I read the 490 ETH that you were talking about. Yeah, I think that may be where ETH ultimately bottoms out, about 480 actually. SHIB won't bear after 8,800, maybe not. Streaming live on TikTok and YouTube. I don't know what do you guys want to do today. Do you want to look at charts? Do you just want to talk? Because the Fed meeting is going on tomorrow. And, let me show you a trade I did over the weekend. I made a lot of money with the prices going down. Check this out. So here I am on Bybit. I took some profit, but I'm still up almost 22,000. I took about 6,000. How much did I take out here? Where's my... where the hell is I mostly do this on my phone, and I don't know. I took out like 6,000 off the table, but I placed a short yesterday, or on Friday, excuse me, and this was 123,000 in value. So I took out 25% of my position, but I still got a lot of profit in there. I'm probably going to take it out here pretty soon, but this is how you can make money with the markets go down, right? I made like 25, 30 grand over the weekend because the prices went down. Because Bitcoin, I got in at 29,000 and Bitcoin's now at 22,000, and look at all my profit. If you want to learn how to do that, by the way, click there'll be a link in my TikTok bio. Take this masterclass right here. I teach you how to do it. But it's crazy town. It's just crazy town. I mean, I knew, because what I knew was I knew that the markets were going to bleed on over the weekend, right? And I said that if you follow me in the Discord, if you follow me on, Discord is the main place I was posting. I posted on Twitter. I may have made a TikTok on it. But definitely go join my Discord if you're not in it, because I post that in there. I sent it out to my text message list. I said the markets are going to bleed this weekend because the inflation numbers came out on Friday and they were worse than expected. And everyone goes, whoa. Plus, I knew and everyone knew the Fed meeting was this week, so that was possibly going to have a immediate effect on inflation rates, right? Because they were or interest rates, because they were definitely going to raise it 0.5%, 50 basis points. But now we're like, immediately, the first time I started hearing someone talk about on Friday that, oh my God, maybe they'll do 75 basis points, I knew it was for a panic, bloody weekend. I didn't know it was going to be this bloody, but I knew it was going to be certainly very red weekend. Because the traditional markets don't do anything on the weekend. But crypto, whoo. And so that's why I immediately placed that trade on Bitcoin. I placed one on Ethereum too. Must be in a different account because it's not on this one. But pretty good stuff there. SPY broke a descending triangle. That sounds bearish. Thanks for the follow. Jay Rodriguez, Daryl Batcher, Lavid, Investigator, T. Reddy, Big Luciani, Craig Harley, Philip Doe, Speakles. Thanks for all the follows coming in. Let's look at some of the questions here. What's up, Hulk God? Russia liquidated their crypto. Interesting. Where did you hear or see that at officially? That's interesting. Chris, thanks for the follow. Thank you for all the likes coming in, by the way. Hit that follow if you haven't yet. ApeCoin, I did buy a little ApeCoin over the weekend. I mostly bought Ethereum, but then I bought some Gala, because if you guys have been listening to me for any amount of time, it goes from me, Ethereum is the number one thing I buy, then Bitcoin, and Gala recently took over the third spot. And that sounds crazy to most people, but I'm very into blockchain gaming. I'm not a gamer. It's just so obvious to me that that is going to be such a big deal, and it's going to be a change, an evolution in the gaming industry, which is what has 1.5 billion users around the world at least, and it makes me want to play. That's why I'm like, oh, I want to play games, but I can't ever justify it. I'm a fucking adult. But now, if I can have businesses in games and make money from games, not play to earn, play games and have like real economies that mimic the real world, where you're actually trading with each other and using things in game, this actual virtual world, this actual metaverse. That excites me. And I bought a little Ape, because I've been saying for quite a while that I'm not going to buy Ape till it gets under $5. Well, Ape finally went under $5, so I said, hey, I'll buy some. Plus, I bought some on Voyager, and on Voyager I get 10% interest on my ApeCoin. So I'm like, yeah, okay. A lot of messages. Hey man, my XRP tanked. When do you think is a good time to buy more? When will it go up? These are questions that you need to erase from your mind, but you are just looking for opinion. So here's my opinion. I think now's a good time. If XRP is like your coin and you believe in it long term, it's obviously a fantastic price, because everything I'm buying right now, I'm looking out to April 2025. Because why April 2025? Let me show you. Here's the lifetime chart of Bitcoin. See these blue lines? See how price takes off after these blue lines? Well, see this blue line I have drawn in the future? That's the next. These are Bitcoin halving events. So the amount of Bitcoin that can be mined per day gets cut in half. The next halving event is about March, April 2024. So about a year after that is usually about the height of the bull market. Look, here we were at July 2016. Here we are December 2017. So it's about a year and a half later. What do we got here? May 2020. Here we are at the height a year later. Well, I mean, we did get to it in November, a year and a half later. So April 2025 to, maybe August 2025 is where I'll be looking to sell. So everything I buy right now, I look out to there. But, I bought that 8 because it's like, yeah, give me 10%. I mean, I'm in cash. I'm in USDC coin on Voyager, getting 6 to 9%. But it's only available in America. If you want to check out Voyager, click the link in my TikTok bio. There will be a link here. It'll take you to my resources page. The very first button is this Voyager link. It's only available in America. You get $50 in free Bitcoin when you buy $100 in crypto on their exchange. So you can go buy $100 in USDC coin and get $50 free dollars in Bitcoin, right? So basically you just move $100 onto there and then you start getting interest on your USDC. Like their interest chart is crazy. Look at this. 9% on the first 25,000, 7% on the next 75,000, and 6% for everything after that. USDC coin is the actual stable coin. It is the actual stable coin. It's actually backed by real $1 bills. Hear me on that. Hey, do you think we could see 15K Bitcoin? Not only do I think we could, I think we go much lower than that. I think we go down to at least the 9,000s. Thank you for the balloons and the cake, Waswana. What do you think about Akon's Crypto City in Senegal? Akon, like the musician? Not something I'm paying attention to. Where does Voyager get their interest from? So what I would say is their CEO, Steve Ehrlich, he just did an interview last week on the Paul Bear Network on YouTube. I would say go listen to that because he explains a lot of that. Do you buy Atom or IBC coins? I haven't recently, but I have, and I just have them all staked in my Kepler wallet. Forget that. Bitcoin to 50K in October 2022. Dangor, in my opinion, you're the reason that the prices are actually going to continue going down because there's this, until everybody agrees that we're in a bear market and holy shit, that's when the bottom actually hits. So because there's people like you out there still, we have further down to go. I've been through this. This isn't my first cycle. But this one is even worse because of the macroeconomic environment is the worst crypto has ever seen. It's not even close. So it's going to get even nastier. I mean, do you think the stocks are going to start going up? If you think stocks are going to start going up, I don't know what you're seeing that I'm not, that everyone else isn't seeing, but whatever. What up, big dog? Thanks for the follow, Rootsco. What about Ethereum? Ethereum's the number one thing that I buy. Bro, what do you think about AXS? That's Axie, right? I want nothing to do with it. Even though I'm big into blockchain gaming, I just think Axie is a memory. Shiba is a good buy. I completely disagree. I want nothing to do with Shiba or Doge or any of the meme coins or dog coins. What do you think about interest rate hikes tomorrow? Will the hike drag the market further down? Excellent question. I think that's something extremely valuable to think about and ponder upon. And that's why I took that big Bitcoin short over the weekend, right? This Bitcoin short right here, I did take a little profit. I closed 25% of my position, but I had some leverage in there. And I made, I got in at 29,000. Now it's at 22,000, and I'm at $22,000 profit right now. I took a profit out, so really I made probably about 28,000 so far if I took it all out right now because the market went down, and I knew it was going to go down. Because of that exact question you're asking, people started saying, "Oh, what are they going to do with interest rates?" Everyone was certain we were going to do a 0.5% interest rate hike, but you know what? The second I started hearing people saying, "Oh my God, maybe the Fed will do a 0.75," I went right to Bybit and I go short Bitcoin, short Ethereum, because everything, I knew it was going to be a bloody weekend. If you follow me on Discord, etc., I made that very, very obvious. He buys ETH, that's a dying project, delays after delays. Sebastian, I know this is your first cycle. I know you're new to crypto because of what you said. That doesn't make any sense. Then what do you want? You probably want to buy Avalanche or something. How do you feel about Stellar Lumen and Polkadot? I don't care for Stellar Lumen. Polkadot, I think, has a good future because someone's got to get this multi-chain thing right. Polkadot and Cosmos are my favorite ones there, but I'm not buying them right now because I think everything's going to go lower. But my main things are Ethereum. And so that's the main thing I'm DCAing into, because that merge is going to happen. The merge date, they haven't delayed it yet. They've just delayed the difficulty bomb, which is different. See, that's another thing. Who was that said that? You don't even, the delay is on a difficulty bump. And this is something that they don't have to get it. I want them to delay it, because this is a shitty time to be doing this. I want them to do this when the environment is better. I hate that they're doing it in the middle of a nasty bear market / recession. So I want it to get delayed. Fine by me. Do you think we bounce from the FOMC tomorrow? Yes, let's go back to that question. If they announce a 0.5, I don't think things do much. Maybe they go up, but it's also, they can say, hey, but in July, if they give any hint of a 0.75, of anything higher than a 0.5 to come even in the future, we're going to see a drop, in my opinion. If they come out tomorrow and announce we're doing a 0.75 for right now, boom, market's down. And if they really got balls, which is what I really think they should do, if they come out and announce a 1% hike tomorrow, markets are really going to drop, and I'm going to go, thank God, let's get this over with. The guy Gabe, why is that reason? I'm not sure what reason. What do you think about the mouse outside the atmospheric SpaceX rocket? I don't know anything about that. What Ethereum do you invest in? Just the normal or ETH Classic or ETH? There's only one Ethereum. Ethereum. There is ETH Classic. That's the original Ethereum. But I would say ETH Classic. I want nothing to do with ETH Classic. That's outdated. Nothing, not going anywhere. That they had to leave that chain because it broke. So Ethereum and ETH2, there is no difference between Ethereum and Ethereum 2. It's the same thing. Just go buy Ethereum. Will ETH 2.0 create a? I see that was good. Create a halving type event? Yes. When they do, and ETH 2.0 is a 6-stage thing. The merge is what everyone's referring to as ETH 2.0. That's wrong. That's just the most important phase of ETH 2.0. It's the transition from proof of work to proof of stake. So when they move from proof of stake, right now you mine Ethereum. If I'm not getting to your comments, questions in here, I'm not ignoring you. I'm looking at this screen and I'm addressing a very important question right now. Okay. So this screen out here. Now, what I'm saying is what will happen is they'll move to proof of stake. So right now they mine about 13,000 new Ethereum a day. So 13,000 new Ethereum come into the supply every day. Yes, there's a burning mechanism too that goes along with transactions on the Ethereum network. Very important to know. When we move to proof of stake, it's going to go from 13,000 new Ethereum a day to about 1,300. So it's not just going to be a halving event, it's going to be a triple halving. It's going to go down 50%, then 50% more, then 50% more. So it's going to go down 90%. And again, looking at this chart of lifetime of Bitcoin, this is when Bitcoin mining goes down 50%, 50, and look what happens to price. What do you think is going to happen with Ethereum when the amount of Ethereum that comes into existence every day goes down 90%? But couple that with the burning of Ethereum in every transaction that happens. So in reality, every day there will probably be less Ethereum every day than there was the day before. So what do you think that's going to do to price? Me? Like an Elon Musk rocket. That's what I think. Or at least that's what I'm planning for. Let's see. ETH is second in demand, far from a dying project. Thank you, Hulk God. How's the $100 gas fees treating you? Sebastian, God damn it, you don't know what you're talking about. At the height of the market, yes, there was a shite load of pressure in the system, so it made surge pricing happen. Right now, the use of the network's very cheap. I can do transactions on Ethereum for like a couple bucks right now. But that's what ETH 2.0 is doing. We're still so early. But whatever, man. Keep going after Avalanche or something. What's your stance on Engine and Solana? I like Engine because of the blockchain gaming component. Solana, I don't know. I think it will survive, but boy, they gotta fix that stuff too. The network going down, like that's a whole nother thing. Like that's very frustrating. More so than high gas fees. When should we buy more XRP for the 2025 boom? I can't tell you what to do there, but I would say, what do you think in 2025 is where I think that'll be the top of the market. The boom is going to start before then. So ask yourself, what do you think the price is going to be in 2025? Me, the main things I'm buying, I'm already buying them, and I'm going to keep buying them as they go lower. And then after I do all my buying, when things start going back up, I'm just going to sit and wait. So right now, it's inevitable to me that the things I'm buying are going to be worth a lot more than they're worth today in April 2025, in 3 years. That's the way I look at it. And don't try to time the bottom. In my opinion, there's no, it's pointless to try to time the bottom or the top. To try to get it perfect, you're just going to miss out. You're just going to miss out. It's clear. I can get Ethereum right now at $1,200. Its all-time high is $4,800. In the next bull cycle, easily hits 10K in my opinion, probably 20K plus. So why would I be sitting here bitching and moaning over 1,200 compared to maybe it goes to 500? No, I'm just buying. I'm going to keep buying. That's me. Do you like Algo? A lot of people ask me about Algo, but I don't know a ton about it. I mean, it's basically a layer one, right? I don't know what's different about it. Literally, I just don't know. I'm not giving any shade or anything. How long do you expect Bitcoin to fall for? Looking to buy a full Bitcoin soon, but not ready yet, Alex. I think at least for till the midterm elections, till the end of the year, I think crypto is going to fall. But again, if you're trying to time the bottom, you're going to miss it. You're just going to miss it, straight up. Do you like Cardano? I do. I do like Cardano, but I'm not buying any yet. Look into DAG, layer 0. 2 contracts. That user finance's famous last words. Not sure what you're referring to. What's your thoughts on Theta? I think Theta's got a good shot. I mean, them and their streaming setup. Streaming's just going to keep going up and up and up. You're welcome, Alex. SPY is dumping probably because of the meeting tomorrow. Very possible. And it's very uncertain times right now in a fearful way. So typically markets bleed. And it's hard. I think there's so many scenarios tomorrow that the markets go down. I think most of them, because the Fed's going to have to come out and say something. And a lot of anticipation towards a more hawkish, aggressive stance by the Fed is priced in. That's what it did over the weekend and this week so far. But I think that there's still a little bit left. Things don't typically get priced. They either get overpriced in or underpriced in. They're never perfectly priced in. And I think they're a little underpriced in because the Fed comes out tomorrow and says, hey, you know what? We're right now we're doing 0.75. Boom. Actually, you know what? We're going to do 0.5 now, but we're going to do 0.75 in July. Boom. We're going to do 0.5 in June and July like we planned, but our next one after that's going to be at least 0.75. Boom. They're going to have to come out and say something that isn't priced in, that isn't completely priced in my opinion. If they don't, I'm going to lose even more respect for them. I think they should just come out tomorrow and go 1% today. That's what I think they should do. What do I know? What's up, Daggy? What's up, Jeff? Sell it all. You're the only crypto guy online. Far from it. Far from it. I'm going to come and buy. What's your favorite top 5? Ethereum, Bitcoin, Gala, and it's kind of a mix. Gala took my 3rd spot. I officially gave Gala my 3rd spot a couple weeks ago. Thank you for the Rose 5 Zoopla. What's up, buddy? And it's a mix of like Sand, XRP, Matic, probably those. What's up, Lowrider? Think ETH market cap will surpass Bitcoin next bull run? I do because of the supply and demand. Because the merge, is there any doubt in your mind the merge is going to happen before March, April 2024? None in my mind. That's going to happen way before that. Thank you for all the follows coming in. I am Sarah Nick. There's so many names, it's hard to say. I'm sorry. Hit that follow button if you haven't yet. Follow your boy. Vikings. They suck. XLM. For these all ISO 20022, XRP is the only one that I'm interested in. Thank you, Trump Smokes Baby Weed. What a name. AMP. A lot of people ask me about AMP, but I just don't know enough about it. I can't pay attention to everything. For me, it's Ethereum, Bitcoin, and blockchain gaming, basically. And that's what I pay all my attention to. And then I do real estate. And I think the housing market's going to be coming down. We've clearly peaked, and I think it's on the downside turn because everything shows it. Every damn thing. The amount of mortgage applications are down so much, and they keep going down every week. So demand is way down. Interest rates went up over the weekend because of the inflation numbers and the anticipation of the rate hike. So mortgage rates are going to keep going up. Interest rates are going to keep going up. So mortgage rates are going to keep going up. And it's a big deal. Every 1%, buyers lose 10% of their buying power. So, and then believe me, I've been in real estate a while. When people go to buy a home, they don't look at how much, they don't care how much the house costs. The first thing they look at is what's the monthly payment they can afford. And then they say, okay, what price of home is that? Straight up. And right now at the beginning of the year, the same house that would have, if I don't know what the number would be, but if they could afford $2,000 a month, that same house at that same price, or that same price anyways, they would now be paying $2,700 in February. In February, they would have been paying $2,000. Today, just a few months later, they'd be paying $2,700 for the same house at the same price. If you don't think that's been affecting and going to continue to affect the housing market, you're nuts. You're delusional. You probably have a house and you're so biased you can't see through it. What about DOT, Link, Quant, FTX? I like FTX. I like DOT. I actually bought a little bit of Link over the weekend because Link is the oracle of the blockchain, and the blockchain needs an oracle like a garden needs a water. It's very important and completely necessary. Dude, please answer the question. Where can I short crypto? Fun guy Josh. Click the link in my TikTok bio. I've said it several times, but maybe you weren't on the stream when I said it. There'll be a link here in my TikTok bio. I'll take you to my resources page. Take this masterclass. I show you how to short, where to short, all that stuff right here in this free masterclass. But if you want to hop straight into shorting, Bybit is where I do it. And this link here gives you a 3.5% deposit bonus. But I highly recommend, if you're new to this stuff, take my masterclass. That's why I made it, because I'm not looking for you to lose your ass. I'm looking for you to make profit. Thank you for the follow, Daddy and Victoria. I can't wait to buy a house when the market drops. I agree with you, Sugar Free. What I'll say to you is, don't ever buy a house to live in. Buy houses to produce cash flow. VRA is one that is certainly on my list, but I'm going to wait for the market to go a lot lower, and then I'm going to get into those because I consider those micro caps. User 655, thank you for the follow. Group Play, thanks for the follow. Nhan, thanks for the follow. Okay, what is the ultimate role of Bitcoin/cryptocurrency? It's, in a lot of ways, it's really just blockchain, and it's the ledger, because everything in life, in the economics, is a ledger, because it's about who owns it, where is it really, where did it come from, where is it going, blah, 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 and recording that. So it's too much for me to explain right here, because I got to get into things like the double spend problem and the Byzantine generals conundrum. Like, just go do your own research on that and then come to your own conclusion. Maybe you end up thinking it's crap. The Calculated Move, thank you for the follow. Please update on XRP. If you're really into XRP, and I really like XRP, I think it's got a very bright future. It's undeniable this is a great price to buy it at. I think it's going to go lower. But when I buy things right now, I'm looking out to April 2025. So I don't care what the price does in the short term or midterm. I'm looking at what the price is going to be in April 2025. The SEC lawsuit case is definitely going to be over by then. It will only pump if Elon talks about it. Doubt it. But that doesn't hurt. Should I pull out and wait for ETH to drop and rebuy? I can't give you that kind of advice. I would say evaluate what you're in. If you got a bunch of shit dog meme coins, maybe it makes sense to just get them out of those and put them into something better, like Ethereum. But your call. Just my opinion. Dogecoin. I threw my mouth a little bit. OBB has no idea what he... Okay. Thoughts on Sol? I mean, I like Sol. I think Sol will still be around. I think it's going to grow. I think it's just got to overcome its... That's the thing with layer ones. They just got to figure out how to handle the demand. And that's how early we are. Like, this is obviously just going to keep growing. The biggest problem all of blockchain technology has over and over and over again is it can't handle the demand, because the demand is so goddamn high and it just keeps growing. The only thing holding it back is its ability to accommodate the adoption. But that's good, because we need to innovate and test out all kinds of things and break all kinds of things to bring it mainstream. Should I buy a land or a home? What is your opinion? I would never buy something to live in. I only buy properties that cash flow, rentals, and I mostly do Airbnbs. Because I'm going to use my credit, right? Why? I'm going to pay a monthly payment. I'd rather just rent because I don't have to take care of shit. I don't got to pay taxes. I don't got to do maintenance. I don't got to be locked into this place. I can leave it when I want, 1 year at a time. Even then, I can break a lease and just leave, no big deal. But if I put my credit, my money into something, I'd rather put it into an investment that, not sure, it still appreciates in value, but I'd rather have someone else paying the mortgage. Get what I'm saying? And give me profit on top of that. That's what Airbnbs typically do. But I'm not buying anything right now because I think the housing market is going to go on sale in the next 6 to 18 months. Will ETH go lower? I think so. Is there a big difference in Gala and Veracity? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, do some research on that. Yeah, they are absolutely not even remotely close to the same thing. They're just in the same big sphere that I would call blockchain gaming. But Gala is by far the number one company in blockchain gaming. They have so many games and they're good and they just nail everything. I am so impressed. So much so that I saw that they had a content marketing position open and I'm tempted to apply for it. I'm not a job guy. I haven't had a job forever. But I was like, I'd kind of like to just work with them. That's how much I like them. And that's crazy. I'm not a guy you can hire. I'm way too expensive because I do my own thing. I'm a self-made guy. Like I don't take jobs. But I'm tempted. I would still be doing all of this. That'd be completely unconditional. I think people are seriously underestimating Link. It's going to help ramp up mass adoption, maybe. But when you rent, you pay the mortgage for somebody else. Steel Rock. It's just math, man. I know that's what by far most people think. And let me ask you a question. When has what most people think ever been the best answer? But if you go get a mortgage for your own house, think about the lender. Do you know how much of more of a liability that is for them? Do you know when you go to get loans for other stuff, do you know that they see your mortgage on your books as a liability to them? But if you have a mortgage on the books for a rental property, they see that as an asset. They actually think you're more qualified, right? Because I'm going to loan you money, and I got to rely on you and you alone to pay me from your own job or income. That's risky. But if you're going to rent it out, oh shit, I mean, you're going to definitely find someone to do that. You're going to be able to pay the mortgage. And you can keep leveraging that and getting more and more and more and more properties. And then buy a house for yourself if you want, but it's not a good investment. It's not terrible, but you're not really going to make much money from it, typically. Because if you go sell it, what are you going to do? You got to pay a crap load of taxes. You're paying interest and property taxes all the time. By the time you're done paying for your house, it's typically, because when you're paying it, you're just making interest payments. You're not even paying down the principal. You're paying you go buy a $500,000 house, by the time you're done paying it off, you probably paid almost $1.5 million. How is that a good investment? I think people are seriously underestimating. Thank you. I started with 2K, even worth putting into crypto. Yeah, I think so. There's no right or wrong amount. It's whatever's good for you, man. You're wrong in that information. Well, you make such a compelling case. I guess I'm wrong. Absolutely, you got to start somewhere. Make sure you have a well-balanced portfolio. Halt gods, I'd agree with that. So you can take profit, yes. Yes. You don't want, if you have an amount in it that you're emotional about, you're going to end up making the wrong decisions because you're going to end up getting emotional about it. Is FTX old news? I wouldn't say so. I think they have a very bright future. They're on my buy list. I'm just waiting till I think the market bottoms out. There's a lot of things I want to buy, but I have tiers. And for me, I have a tier that is basically Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Gala. Ethereum is like its own tier. And then Bitcoin and Gala. Like, that's me. So that stuff, I just cannot risk waiting for the bottom. It's well in my buy zone, and I'm looking out to April 2025 when we get deep down. When Bitcoin gets to like under 10K, which I think it's gonna, when Ethereum gets under $500, which I think it's gonna, then I'm gonna go, all right, I am going to buy some other shit too. Thoughts on Quant? I don't have a lot of thoughts about Quant. Ruby, tell us about Gala. I mean, Gala they make so many blockchain games. As a matter of fact, they have a game called Grit that is going to be premiering on Epic Games, which apparently is like a marketplace, a really, really big one. And it'll be the first ever NFT game on Epic Games. Epic Games is behind Fortnite. Even if you're not a gamer, you've probably heard about Fortnite. I'm not a gamer. How could you not hear about Fortnite? Have you ever heard of Disney? What's so good about it? It's hard for me to put into words. They just execute and deliver on everything. They have so many games, good, real games that are fun and incorporate blockchain and NFT. Ruby, I cannot answer that like this in a way. I would say just go look into it. Go to their website. Go look at their games. Go look at what they're trying to do. And if you realize how it's different than gaming has ever existed, which is blockchain gaming, I think it'll start to make a lot of sense to you. Hey, Bot of Greatness, what's up, bud? Bitcoin under 10K, Jada? Yeah, I think so. Is there a good hardware wallet for altcoins tokens? Yeah, I use Ledger. If you click the link in my TikTok bio, take you to my resources page. I have a link right here for Ledger. That's what I use, Ledger. And this will take you to their actual site to make sure you get a real Ledger. By the way, if you're in America, for the love of God, get a Voyager account. Not sponsored, but right now they're doing a $50 free Bitcoin promo that if you download the Voyager app and buy $100 of crypto, which you could just buy USDC coin, right? That's a stable coin. You can just buy a coin that's always worth $1 and you'll get $50 of free Bitcoin. Plus you get interest on your crypto, right? I'm getting like 9% on my USD, 6 to 9, because I have more than that in here, but 9, 7, 6 on these tiers, and then you get interest on your Ethereum, interest on your Bitcoin, interest on lots of stuff. Actually, I don't know why it says 8, because I get 10% on Ape. Lots of stuff like that. Highly recommend it. Be sure to use this link, because that link or this code. That's how you get the free Bitcoin. And you know what? If you don't want to use my referral link, that's fine. Go use somebody else's, but use somebody's referral link or referral code so you can get the $50 in free Bitcoin. They're going to be ending this promo very, very soon. Only available to people in the United States of America. My tiers are ETH, XRP, ADA, Sandbox. I can't hate on that. I really can't. Those are top 10s for me. I think those are top 10s for me. While you think ETH will hit 500, I think ETH will hit 480. How long have you been in the crypto space? 5 years. Thank you for the follow, Digger. Why use Voyager and Ledger, or how? I don't like to have stuff all in one spot, right? So Ledger connects with your MetaMask, and you make a Ledger wallet in your MetaMask. So nothing can happen in that Ledger wallet without literally like out here in the physical world, me pushing buttons in my Ledger. So I have some Ethereum especially in there, and then I have basically the rest of my stuff sitting in Voyager because they're very, very secure. They're a publicly traded company. Everything they do is public. They are an American publicly traded company like Coinbase. Their security measures are that kind of level. Okay, so I feel very comfortable over there, but I have a little ETH. I have a good amount of ETH sitting in my Ledger wallet. But I don't get any interest on it. I get interest on my ETH over on Voyager. So, but nonetheless, just to be safe. Timeline for your projections. I don't know, man. I mean, April 2025 is where I look for my sell date. What's going on with Bitcoin and Bitcoin SV? Bitcoin SV, ignore Bitcoin SV. I mean, why would you, I don't know. But what's going on with Bitcoin, it's what's going on in the world. It's what's going on in the world. I do have a Ledger though, just figuring out where it fits. Yeah, I mean, it's a mix of what you want to do. Where do you want to split stuff up? I don't like to have everything in one spot, although I probably have too much in Voyager, but I just feel so safe with Voyager, and I get interest on everything that I'm in there quite a bit. Do you use Kava Lend at all? I don't. Coinbase security is absolutely terrible. They accepted a hacker's fake ID and transferred my funds. Interesting. Really? How did that hacker get into your account in the first place? Oh, they hacked your thing. See, that's the biggest risk, is you. You and I are the biggest risk to ourselves on those platforms because we need to set up the proper authentication. You need to set up real 2-factor, maybe even 3-factor authentication. And I don't mean the phone text message thing, like that's okay, but I mean like Google Authenticator, which is an app. Go download that and set up your 2-factor authentication that way. That's not going to get hacked. I hear a lot about Sandbox, but not a lot about Decentraland, right? So I don't really care much about Decentraland. Don't use SMFs to that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean that's a level of security, and it's better than having nothing. But you really want to use an authenticator app like Google Authenticator as your 2FA, 2-factor authentication. Can you look at Bitcoin USD log growth curves on TradingView? Yes, I can. Well, here's the lifetime chart of Bitcoin log view, Bitcoin USD lifetime chart. Not a bad looking chart, huh? Is this the one you wanted to look at, Klaus? Should I pull the equity out of my property if market is going to crash? Bought for 160, now value 220. I can't give you that kind of advice, man, but I personally, if it were me, I don't know about your numbers there, that amount of equity, because you usually want to leave at least 20% in. But if you went and pulled out, like, if you could pull out 40K, I don't see why that would be a bad thing. Because if the price of your house goes up, cool. I mean, that's what the rich do. The rich do something called buy, borrow, die, where they buy properties, they never sell them, and they constantly borrow against the equity to buy more properties, and they just keep growing that way. Because if you sell your property, you pay taxes. If you take out a loan on your property, well, you don't pay taxes on that. As a matter of fact, you get to write that shit off. So, and then you get to have that money sitting around waiting to, that dry powder to invest it into something else. And if the price of your house goes down, fine. You would be living there anyways, most likely. Or you still have that cash. If you want, you can get out. And if it's going to go down too much, then you weren't going to be able to sell it anyway. So I don't see a real bad scenario in doing that, in my opinion. That's what I would do. And I have done that on some of my investment properties. JT Money, Austin, thanks for the follows. Yeah, VPNs are good too, Jeff. That's a good point. Nice one. What do you think of crypto cities being built? What do you mean by crypto cities? What are your thoughts on EVMOS? I don't know much about it. You don't want to refinance at this interest rate. Well, that's the only hesitation I would have, but I think the interest rate is going to get higher. And to get this, and you can always refinance. If interest rates go lower, you can always refinance. With that said, if you're buying a house at these prices, at this interest rate, you can't refinance the price, but you can refinance the interest rate. So yes, if you took out an equity loan and the prices go down, which I think they will, you won't be able to refinance that, obviously. But what I'm saying is, it's a value, right? Can I afford this interest payment, right? Compared to what I'm going to do with this money to invest it and grow it. I think it's, me personally, I would beat the shit out of the interest rate I'm paying. I would definitely make a shitload more than 6.5% on my money a year, like easy. I can just put it in Voyager and get 6 to 9%. Just sit there. My rate is like 2.9. That's solid. But that wouldn't be your interest rate on an equity loan. Can Bitcoin help inflation rate decrease even a little? No. Not at all. Musk, Akon, Bezos are building crypto cities. What do you think? I don't know. That's the first I'm hearing of it. I don't know much about it. I've been trolled. Gives a lot of laughs. Who's in America? Where y'all tuning in from? Tell me where y'all tuning in from. I want to hear where y'all tuning in from. I'm sure there's people from all over the world. crypto is purely speculation. Well, there's a large speculative component to everything. That's what I would say. UK, Louisiana, Australia. Tell me about the Australian housing market, by the way. Can you trade from other countries? Yes. Texas, California, Australia again. Australians, tell me about the Australian housing market. Tell me about that. I've heard there's a lot of adjustable rate mortgages there, and you guys are scared. New Jersey, California, Florida, England, Ohio, Houston, LA. Any news on Voyager expanding to be used in other countries? They will be rolling out to Europe, but when, I don't know. Crypto Numerals on YouTube says California, Houston. Those of you that are in America, please, go get a free Voyager account. Just click this button or use this code, by the way, and you'll get $50 in free Bitcoin. This is my bank. This is my bank. This is the new type of bank that supports crypto. That's what this really is. So if I go basically deposit $100 in here, right? Because I'll just go buy USDC coin and start earning interest, 6 to 9%. On the first $100, you're getting 9%. The first 20,000, you get 9% just sitting there. Why would I have money sitting in my bank when I could have it sitting here as USDC getting 6 to 9%? Just crazy. And this $50 in free Bitcoin, so you could just like transfer $100 in here. Won't cost you a penny. You can buy $100 in USDC. Won't cost you a penny in fees because there's no fees when you buy and sell on here either. You can just literally change $100 into $100 of USDC and get 9% interest and get $50 free Bitcoin. Use the code, use the link. If you don't want to support me and use this stuff, that's fine. Go use somebody else's, but use someone's referral code or referral link. But for the love of God, go get yourself some free Bitcoin and go start getting interest on your crypto, right? 9% on USDC, 4% on Ethereum, 3% on Bitcoin. It's actually 10% on Ape. I don't know why it says that, and a bunch of other stuff. Look at the interest rates on all this stuff. For the love of God, if you're in America, please do that. It's free. I mean, it's just ridiculous to not be doing it. It's a publicly traded company. Publicly traded company in America. Mad Max says, love Voyager. Australia, prices have boomed. Ridiculous big crashes coming is what Jezza says. That's what I've been hearing. Because the way that, like in America, the way that we do housing and mortgages and stuff is not the same way everyone does it. Not that we're saying we're the best, but I guess in other countries such as Australia, I think you guys do a lot of adjustable rate mortgages. Am I right? Am I wrong? I'm gonna go back through some of these. Australia property holding up at mid-level. Upper level property will probably be affected more. Interesting. Rates are going up in Australia. That makes sense. Can I buy XRP on Voyager? No, you can't. I buy that on Uphold. Thanks for answering that, Mad Mac. Views on Binance KuCoin. I have them. I use them a little tiny bit, but I really overall mostly use Voyager because there's no fees when I buy and sell. And then if I'm going to do something else where I want to do a limit order, I'll either use Bybit or maybe even Coinbase Pro. If you guys haven't followed me, by the way, hit the follow. And one thing, a big favor I want to ask of you is to follow me on Twitter. Daily Crypto Bull on Twitter. I put out really good content there, stuff that I just can't put anywhere else. But the biggest thing is I really want to grow my following number over there so that I can get access to more people to get them to come on this show so I can do interviews with them for you guys. Because when I reach out to them on Twitter, my number's small, so they don't take me seriously and I don't get enough responses. I really need to grow that number so that I can get more people on here and bring them on here for you guys to be able to ask questions to and stuff like that. Thanks for the follow, Artie. And to get to my Twitter, you just click the link in my TikTok bio. Right, it'll be here somewhere. It'll take you to this page. There's Twitter right there. There's YouTube too. Check that out. And I really encourage you to join the Discord. I'm in there a bunch. Wonderful people in there. I respond to damn near everybody that says anything. So eventually I do anyways. Enjoy my text list too while it's still free. After I get to a certain number of people on this list, I have to start charging for it because the company that I pay to be able to do this, they're going to charge me more money after I get past a certain point. So get in here while it's still free. Here's my Bitcoin rewards card if you want to start getting Bitcoin rewards on your everyday purchases, which I highly recommend. But I'm really interested in what's going to happen tomorrow. We're all just waiting to see what happens tomorrow. Diamond Driver, thanks for the follow. RSS, Artie in Hawaii, thanks for the follows. Bought property for 450K in 2006. Sold 2019 for 2.5 million. Glee. That's phenomenal. And crazy, right? That's crazy. Talk about inflation. 2006 too. I mean, really? That would have been like the height of the market in America. I don't know what was going on in Australia, but I feel like that would be pretty high. Bitcoin never went under previous halving all-time high. Could be different this time. It's definitely going under. It also had a way weaker percentage up based on a higher high based on the last high. So it makes sense that it's still going to come down probably 85-90%. Has there been a Billions crypto episode? I don't know. Can we use BlockFi in UK? I don't know. Do you like Moonriver? I like Moonriver. That's low on my list though. With Voyager, do they have a non-custodial wallet? Would feel nervous about leaving on it. No, it's a centralized exchange. So you're going to use their wallets, but you set up your two-factor authentications, right? With like Google Authenticator. The biggest risk to a centralized exchange, at least a reputable one with good security like Voyager, like Coinbase, is you. You need to set up the proper 2FA. And the proper way to do that is with like Google Authenticator, not the SMS thing. Thank you, Glee. But if you don't want to, that's fine. I would still say definitely use a Ledger then. On my resources page, there's a link for Ledger to bring you to the proper site. Does Voyager auto stake? Well, it doesn't stake. You don't stake. You just leave it in your wallet. You can, and you get interest. You can move it, sell it, do whatever you want with it whenever you want. But while it's sitting there, you're earning interest. Pretty good proposition, right? You're welcome, Lavid. By the way, we're at 1,400 likes with 69 people on here. Could you guys pump it up to 2,000? I bet you guys can pump it up to 2,000 like really quickly. I've been streaming live for about a little under an hour. We're all just waiting to see what happens tomorrow, right? 11 in the morning Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe, is when the Fed meeting announcement, etc. is. That's what we're all waiting for. I wish I could get rewards on Ledger, no doubt, for sure. Me too. I mean, yeah, but that's just not how it works because you got to give custody to someone else for you to earn rewards. Oh, there we go. 2,200 likes. You guys did that fast. You're awesome. Thank you. What do you foresee crypto, Bitcoin, blockchain in our daily lives? It's going to keep coming. I mean, it's just been growing its entire existence. So what's exactly it going to look like? I don't know. I think everything's going to ultimately be on the blockchain. Like deed to your house is going to mainly be an NFT. Same thing with your car title, your insurance policy. There's going to be an NFT component to it because NFT isn't pictures. That's just the first easy expression of NFT technology. But blockchain gaming, man. NFT blockchain gaming. Whew. I'm going to have businesses in the, I don't want to say metaverse because it's so, but to me, in games, if you could add an economic component, that's the metaverse. And that's what someone like Gala is trying to do, especially with their game Mirandus, which is the number one thing I'm paying attention to. I'm waiting Juno into Atom after tomorrow. I'm waiting to Juno into Atom after tomorrow. I know that's not a typo because the Juno network is on Cosmos, well, on the IBC. How do you deal with taxes? Well, you pay capital gains. I don't know, but you can write off losses too. So I don't know. I would say work with a tax professional that is actually experienced and a specialist with crypto stuff. And one thing I'd really say is work with a tax planner, not a tax preparer. Candy, thanks for the follow. I'm going to use your Voyager link for sure. You're welcome, and thank you, Diamond. I mean, that $50 of free Bitcoin, that's a very limited time offer. You can literally transfer $100 from your bank to Voyager, turn that into USDC, and start getting 9%. And none of that, you don't lose a penny. And then when you sell your USDC, if you want to sell your USDC and convert it back into dollars and send it back to your bank, you don't lose a penny the entire way. And when you buy and sell crypto on Voyager, you don't pay any fees. So when I sell Bitcoin, I get more cash for my Bitcoin than I would basically anywhere else. When I buy Bitcoin. I get more Bitcoin for my cash than I would basically anywhere else, centralized exchange-wise. Top 5 gaming cryptos: Gala, Sand. Then it gets sticky. That's tough. Gala and Sand are basically all I'm paying attention to. Ape, we can call Ape that, right? We can probably call Ape. I would say Ape. And then after that, I don't know. Man. Voyager's not letting me make a deposit. Just contact their support. I'm sure there's a reason, because there's no reason they won't let you give them money. Will crypto Bitcoin completely replace hard currency? Well, I mean, do we really have a hard currency? It's all digital already. I don't know. Truth is, I don't know. I think that we will move into more of a USDC, CBDC type thing, but I don't know. I just know that blockchain and Ethereum, I just know Ethereum is going to be a big deal, and blockchain gaming is going to be a big deal, and Bitcoin is going to stay around as a big deal. Other than that, and XRP is going to be a big deal. Those are the things I feel the most certain about. What exactly does that look like? I don't know exactly. Phantom, I don't know, man. I like Phantom, but I hope they stick around. They were really innovating in DeFi, but all that stuff had to break because it's so new. So that's part of innovation and evolution is breaking to figure out what doesn't work before you figure out what does work. Would you ever move to Dubai? No taxes on crypto there? I would, except for I believe they are really hard on the old green stuff, and I will not live somewhere that doesn't allow me to do that when I want to. I don't drink, but I do that once in a while. Voyager led me app download. Yep, that's right, because it's an app, just like Coinbase. And you don't, if you clicked my link, you don't need to use the referral code because it was already my referral link. So it knows you get the $50 Bitcoin promo. Not sponsored. It is my referral link, but like I said, go use someone else's if you want. Just make sure you use someone's referral link or code so you get the free Bitcoin. But other than that, Dubai does seem interesting. It does seem like a place I want to visit. It's funny you say that because I've been thinking about that in recent weeks. Cool, we'll do that now. Awesome. Anybody a Vikings fan? Anybody? I mean, why would you be? They're a bunch of bastards. But yeah, we're just like, today's a limbo day. Even the markets are just sideways because they're just waiting to see what the Fed's going to say tomorrow. I think I give it about a 70-80% that we see a drop after the Fed meeting. Let's go Pats. I wish I was a Patriots fan. All those Super Bowls, all those good years. God, I've never won a Super Bowl. Not one. See you, Jeff. Thank you for the follow. I'm on Natai. Another 10% dip tomorrow. Very, very possible. Very. And that may be below where we've already gone, right? Ethereum got into the 1,000, like 1,060, something like that. Bitcoin got into the 21,000s. I mean, if the right things happen tomorrow, we could see Bitcoin go under 20K. We could see Ethereum go under 1K tomorrow. That's truth. And I'm excited. I'm sick. I'm twisted. I like watching that stuff go down. Because I know I'm looking out further than most people. I'm looking out to at least April 2025 as my sell date. Ras Al Khaimah is beautiful, also an hour's drive from Dubai. That must be a place. But again, the green stuff. I will not live somewhere that doesn't allow me to do that, because that's my choice. Join Voyager, put 100, but not sure. So, Mary, what you'll need to do is you put in 100, but you need to buy $100 in crypto. So, buy Ethereum, buy USDC coin. And then, USDC coin's always worth $1, so your $100 just is still $100, and you start earning 9% interest. That's what I would, that's like with my mother, with everybody that I recommend. I say, just transfer at least $100 in there, turn it into USDC, and get your promo, and start earning, which is the free Bitcoin, and then start getting, and you get interest because you get 9% interest on the first $25,000 you put into Voyager in USDC. But a minimum of 100. You don't earn interest unless you have at least $100 of USDC in there. So that's the easiest, perfect way to start is transfer $100, buy $100 of USDC, get your free Bitcoin, and start earning interest on your $100. And basically, it's my bank. Like, I have a real world bank because I have to, but I have almost no money in there ever. I transfer it to my Voyager account, and any money that I don't need for anything, most of it, I have it sitting there as USDC, earning me 6 to 9%. Because on the first 25,000, you get 9%. On the next 75,000, you get 7%, and everything above that, you get 6%. I tried downloading that Voyager. It says it's not available in my country. Yeah, it's only in America. It's only in America currently, but they will be rolling out to Europe soon. You're welcome, Mary. I had Voyager for over a year, but had issues linking up my bank. Just tried again and no issues. Good to hear, Dan. Why doesn't MetaMask and Trust Wallet have 2FA? Because I don't know why, but you need to have a ledger. You need to have a ledger for those things. I have a link on my resource. If you click the link in my bio on my resources page, I have a link that'll take you to the true Ledger website. This is the real one because there's scam websites out there too that imitate it. This one will take you to the real one. And I have the Nano X because it just does the most coins. But you use this with your MetaMask or Trust Wallet. MetaMask is what I use it with anyways. Thank you, All Day Beast. Thanks for the follow. By the way, join the Discord if you haven't. And definitely follow me on Twitter because I need to grow that number so that I can get more people to respond to my messages to come on this show as guests. You know what I mean? So you guys can ask them questions and stuff. Do you see yourself purchasing a soda at a corner bodega with Bitcoin? Hell no. I'm never going to use Bitcoin to buy anything. Bitcoin goes up in value. I'm not going to buy a soda that just goes down in value. So it's a store of value. It's something that I have that if I ever sell it, it will just be to buy a different asset that I think has a brighter future. Pika says I have the Nano X. There's the YouTube too. Oh, by the way, again, not sponsored, but I have it. So right here is the Fold card. This is the Bitcoin rewards card that I use. It's the best one in the business. I get about 2.5% on every purchase. And when I buy gift cards, like Amazon gift cards and stuff, I get like 7% back. Highly recommend it. And it's a debit card, not a credit card. It's no application. And I think it's available in, I don't know what all countries, but a good number of them. So definitely check that out. Check out that link. If you use that link, you'll get 5,000 free Satoshis also. I get nothing from it. It's just on there because it's the resources page for my people, you guys. Can you do Voyager and Ledger together somehow? No, you can't. You can't use Ledger with Voyager or vice versa. Ledger is like for MetaMask to create a Ledger wallet within your MetaMask wallet, but you can't do it on Voyager. Eventually, maybe. But with that said, you can't use your Ledger anywhere on any of those places. What do you think I should invest in? I have about $1,500 to invest in crypto. You know, I don't like it when people ask me those questions because I'm not allowed to say that stuff. If it were me, I'd be focused. The safest thing, the best risk reward to me is Ethereum. And then Bitcoin is probably the safest, but having less of an upside of Ethereum. But do your own research on that. For me, the main thing I buy is Ethereum. Graham over on YouTube says, hey, chiming in from Edmonton. What's up, Graham? Hey, Graham. You ever visit Letterkenny? Can I transfer from Coinbase to Voyager? Yes, absolutely. You can just right on the blockchain, just transfer it right over. Most things. Yes, I was thinking the same, says Popstar. So crypto, Bitcoin currency is strictly an investment. To me it is, yeah. It's an asset. Like gold. Like you're not going to go buy a soda with gold. Store value. But gold just kind of holds value. A good comparison is, I'm going to get biblical on you. I'm not a religious guy, but this is just from the Bible, and it's just a good comparison because they said it was about an ounce of gold could buy you a good tunic, good shoes and like a good pants or something like that. Like basically a good, and now today an ounce of gold will buy you basically like a good suit, a good belt, and good shoes. You know what I mean? Like it holds its value that way over the years. Bitcoin has more upside to it than gold, but it's something that goes up. Thoughts on Gala? Gala is my third main thing I accumulate. Number 1, Ethereum. Number 2, Bitcoin. Number 3, Gala. So I like Gala, to say the least. I'm very into blockchain gaming. I'm not a gamer. It's just so obvious to me that is the first thing that's really, it's going to be the first true mainstream adoption thing, is the incorporation of blockchain and NFTs into gaming. And Gala is at the forefront of it. Did you just go shekels on me? I guess I kind of did. But I still did talk about like an ounce of gold. Shekels. Wish I could afford a Gala node. You might be able to if this market goes low enough. I don't know what Gala nodes are going for now. There's always the music nodes too. That's a good point. That's something I need to look into. I've just been buying Gala coin, and I really have my eye on Mirandus, which is this game they're making that looks to be like a blockchain World of Warcraft. And that's a big statement. Because if there's one game in the world that you would like the blockchain to become the blockchain game of, World of Warcraft is it. To me, that's probably the most successful game of all time, because it's a world. It's a world. Mirandus is a world. World of Warcraft is a world. It's a metaverse. It just doesn't have an economy that can actually interact with the physical world. Mirandus will. Not play to earn. These would be two different worlds that can bridge together economically. Wish I could afford it. Yeah. If I purchase Gala through Uphold, can I move it to a ledger? Probably, but I would rather just buy it on Voyager. Although you may not be able to transfer it out of Voyager that way. Some coins on Voyager, they don't have set up the infrastructure for some of the coins to be sent out yet. Uphold, I don't know. And Gala, I believe, is on the Ethereum network. I believe it's an Ethereum coin. ERC20, whatever. Horde or Alliance, that's a World of Warcraft. Now, I've never really played World of Warcraft much. I just know of it. And I know I have friends that play it. But Horde or Alliance, I'm assuming that's a World of Warcraft reference. Imagine that, though. Imagine if gold in World of, like, you're a World of Warcraft guy. I'm not. But I know how valuable gold is. In World of Warcraft. Imagine if that gold was on the blockchain and you could actually send it out of the game and turn it into real world dollars. What if you could own real things inside of World of Warcraft, like buildings and shops and stuff like that, and do transactions with other players, selling them weapons, selling them armor, selling them, well, I don't know if you'd sell them gold, but they pay you in gold. And you have an economy where you got to buy your supplies, you got to go to a manufacturer or forge and buy your weapons and armor and sell them at your shop and sell them to other players. Like, that's what's really going on in Mirandus. Lavit says you're absolutely right. When will the big banks jump in crypto Bitcoin with both feet? It'll be a bit. They need regulation to come in. And then that's when 95% of all the money in the world can actually come into block crypto. Because 90+% of all the money in the world cannot touch crypto yet because there's not proper regulation. They are literally, it's illegal for them to get direct access to anything crypto. What do you think I should download to invest in crypto right now? I have Robinhood. Should I get another app? Pops, are you in America? What country are you in? So if I transfer 1K over to Voyager and get some USD, it will start gaining 9% interest. What you would do is you would connect Voyager to your bank and just transfer money over. And because of the finance rails, it takes several days for the money from your bank to get to Voyager, but Voyager lets you have access to those funds immediately. and you can just put it right. You can literally initiate the transfer, which will take a few days, but you don't need to worry about that because you'll have immediate access to the funds on Voyager, at least as a credit. And then you can just buy your USDC, and then you'll start getting 9%. It gets paid to you on the first of every month. Now, it's 9% annual. You get paid on the first of every month. Pop Sarif, America. Then I would definitely recommend Voyager. Go to the link in my TikTok bio. It'll be over here somewhere. It's not showing on my desktop, my Mac for some reason. And then this button right here. Use this because you'll get $50 in free Bitcoin when you buy $100 in crypto, and you'll get interest, right? Like you'll get 9% on your USDC, which is a stable coin, 9% on your cash. Over 4% on Ethereum, over 3% on Bitcoin, and interest on a bunch of other ones like Matic, Ape, ADA, Kava, DOT, stuff like that. And a lot of these interest rates are actually higher than what they have listed here. I don't know why. In my app they are anyways. You get 10% on Ape. Not bad. Can I transfer my coins from Coinbase to Voyager? Yes, you can. You can just like this is blockchain. Most of them, you can send them over. You can send them from your Coinbase wallet to your Voyager wallet. Am I selling in Coinbase and buying at the current? No. Most of your coins you can literally just send it, just like you would send coins out of Coinbase to like your MetaMask wallet or something. Most of them you can. Okay. Artie says, okay, I just got Voyager. What else do I need to buy some? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. What else do I need to buy some? You just need to connect it to your bank account, and you can transfer money straight from your bank account to Voyager, if that's what you're asking. Okay, rate in Voyager, it varies depending on what you're looking at, but USDC for the first $25,000 is 9%. And then the next 75,000 is 7%, and then after that, over 100,000 is 6% on the money above that. But I'm getting 4.5% on my Ethereum right now. And this is without staking. None of this is staked or locked up in any way. I did that, but still not sure of the 50. And it can take, I think they say it can take up to 72 hours for you to get credited. You don't get credited instantly. Do you short and long? I do. As a matter of fact, I'm in a short on Bitcoin right now that I took on Friday. I showed you guys on the live stream if you're on here. I did a short. I closed 25% of my position to Bitcoin USDT. I put some leverage in there, and right now at the moment I'm up $22,000. I did take out about 6%. Where I did put in a stop loss too at 24,500 because I got in at 29,000. So yes, I'm making money on this short. I'm making money as the price goes down. I usually do this on my phone. Where in the hell? Close profit and loss. Here we go. So yesterday I closed 25% of my position, one Bitcoin, and I took out $6,200 in USDT. But I still have 75% of my position in here, earning me, and I'm at 22,000. But I have a stop loss set here at 24.5. So if the price goes up and hits this, it'll just close it out, and I'll get all that profit. But I'm just leaving it here in case it goes lower. I'm definitely waiting on the meeting tomorrow because I'm in so much profit here that I'm just I'm just playing with a lot of house money, so I'm gambling a little bit now. If you want to learn how to do that, by the way, go to my resources page, and I have this masterclass that teaches you how I do this stuff right here. And the platform I'm using is Bybit right here. This link will give you a 3.5% deposit bonus. And to get to this page, just click the link in my TikTok bio. Look at this weird guy right here. What am I doing with my hands? What a weirdo. Hey Mary, no apologies needed at all. I'm glad you can ask the questions. I'm here to help. That's why I'm here. How do you know where to short? I just showed you where I shorted. I assume I answered that question. How are you making money when it's going down? Basically, it's kind of like an option. Like you get the right to sell. So I said, hey, I think the price is going down. I get to lock in that I get to sell Bitcoin at 29,000. I've locked in this position where I'm getting paid, where I said I get to sell at 29,000. So if the price goes the other way, then I still only get to sell at 29,000. If it goes up to 30,000, well, I'm taking a loss. Not that I have to take one there. I don't have to leave the position if I don't want to. There is liquidation, etc. I'm not going to get into that here. Take my masterclass. It's free. Is TradingView is where you do all your longs and shorts? No, that's not where I do that. TradingView is just a chart system. This is where I view moves. So like here, this is where I draw like, Fibonacci lines, moving averages. This is Lever Atlas down here, which is my trading indicator that I made for myself. You can get access to that right here. I talk about that in the masterclass. TradingView is my charting thing that I do here. And if you wanted to check out TradingView, which I would really recommend, I have that on my resources page too, right here. I think you get a discount if you use this button. I'm not sure. But that's that. Bybit is where I actually do the trading. And again, that's on here too, on my resources page right here. Jose Pepe, thanks for the follow. Tina, thanks for the follow. Where do you think SHIB will go? To 0. I think SHIB will go to 0. I want nothing to do with SHIB. Nothing I ever plan on buying again. I bought it because it was ridiculous meme, and I knew it was going to go up, and I made a lot of money. And then I said, oh, cool, that's over. Is there a legitimate hedge fund that is trading in Bitcoin crypto internationally? Good question. I don't know. I'm sure there is, but I don't know of one. Especially, I definitely don't know of one that I would talk about. But I don't know of one at all. I'm sure there are several, for sure. Oh, and you're saying like say I had a hedge fund and I was doing these types of trades that I'm showing you, you would want to be invested in that hedge fund. Is that kind of what you're getting at, Kim? Chappelle? Because that would be interesting. I actually had a thought the other day that I have no idea how to start a hedge fund, but I thought it'd be fun to run a hedge fund. And I would have it focused around crypto and Airbnbs. That would be the hedge fund. How is it different shorting from selling your coin and rebuy lower? How it's different is you actually get paid. Well, it wouldn't be any different. Actually, it wouldn't be any different. But I do leverage trading. So I usually do about 10x leverage trading. So I get 10x what you would get if you just sold and bought lower. Bow to greatness is leverage. Yep, exactly. But that's actually a good point. Like if you sold higher and bought lower and put all that money back into buying, it would be the same thing. But you don't have to have that I don't know. I guess there's merit to that. There definitely is. When is your next masterclass? It's just on here. You can just take it. I have it recorded. You can just take it for free. Control more with less money. Yeah, exactly, Bao. And Bao is a active member in the Discord. And Bao, you have Lever Atlas too, right? I think you have Lever Atlas. Yeah, you definitely do. Which is our trading indicator that we use to really help us gauge momentum and when there's pivot points of up and down. Right now is a very unusual time. I'm not even looking at any indicator because the macro environment is just so with downside. So I'm definitely in this bear market. I'm more apt to take a short than a long, especially since Friday. So that's why I took a short on Friday. And Bao says yes. Yeah, I was gonna say I know you're a Lever Atlas member. But yeah, control more with less money. Absolutely, that's also a great way to say it. I want to start trading. How can I start? Well, don't just start, right? I mean, don't just go do it because you're gonna lose. Because you need to learn how to do it. And there's a lot of different ways to do it. I would say choose who you want to learn from and start learning their style. If you want to learn from me and my style, go to my resources page and take the masterclass right here. I don't see the links you're referencing. Click the link in my TikTok bio. It doesn't show on desktop, but on your phone there will be a link right here, and it'll take you to this page. You could also just type in the thing, stan.store/dailycryptobull. Love the knowledge, man. Appreciate you answering all the questions. You're welcome, Group Play. I do live streams Monday through Friday, noon Pacific Standard Time on TikTok and YouTube. Please go follow me on YouTube. Please go follow me on Twitter, because I need to grow my Twitter following so I can get people on this show, because Twitter's the best place to reach out to people. And when I message them, if my number is too small, so they don't respond. If I can grow that number, they'll respond more, and I'll be able to get more people on this show. We've had some really good people. I've had a couple weeks ago, we had Ran from Crypto Banter on here, which is like, I don't know, they have almost 600,000 subscribers on YouTube. And we've had some other really just good, smart people on here, but I'd like to get a lot more. You should send your TikTok to the producers of Billions. I've watched Billions, the first couple seasons. I'm not sure how I would fit into that, and I'm definitely not a billionaire. I'm not even close. I would love to be, but I'm not. Bow to Greatness gives a laugh out loud. But I mean, do I seem like, I just think of the one guy. I've only watched the first 2 seasons. I'm gonna take that as a hell of a compliment, though. Kim, but with the hedge fund thing, was that what you were thinking? You're like, were you thinking, if there's a hedge fund that I could just like invest in, and that hedge fund focused around trading crypto, like what I'm showing you, is that what you were thinking? Like, hey, that's a way you would like to get access to something like that, to have experts do it for you and just let them grow your money? Dollar Bill. Yeah, I remember that guy. I remember him from the first season. He's funny. Kim says yes. I kind of figured that's what you're saying. And that thought crossed my mind a couple weeks ago. I have no idea how to start a hedge fund. I don't know what kind of qualifications I need to have. I'm sure, just for shits and giggles, maybe I go take a Series 7 or something. I have a doctorate. Like, I used to practice as a physician. I don't love tests. I mean, I'm really good at them. They're easy, but I thought about it just because of stuff like that. Like, I would actually really like to have a hedge fund where I just focused on crypto and Airbnbs. Like, that would be my hedge fund. And when I say crypto, I'm talking blockchain, gaming. I'm talking everything I'm saying to you right now, plus Airbnbs, real estate. But Airbnb is just the best opportunity in real estate, in my opinion, and it's kind of not close, in my opinion. Is there ever a time when you are so sure a trade that you go all in? No. Nope. You have a strategy, my opinion. You have a strategy and you stick to it. You do basically the same amount. With that being said, when we hit what I think is the bottom of this market, and it kind of confirms it for me, I'll probably place a non-leveraged long. Bow to Greatness, do you hear that? That's probably what I'll do. I'll probably take my Bitcoin and Ethereum, at least a good portion of it, put them into a long trade, no leverage. And because I'll know that as we go up through the bull market, it's just like a guaranteed win to me, but I don't want to use any leverage because I don't want to have the risk of getting liquidated at all. If you don't use leverage, you basically can't get liquidated. Bow to Greatness, you get what I'm saying, right? No leverage, right? So if I got 1 Bitcoin and it's at 10,000, and I decide to take a no leverage long, when Bitcoin gets to 20,000, now I have 2 Bitcoin. When it gets to 30,000, 3 Bitcoin. 40, 4, 50, 5, 60, 6. It gets to 100, I turn 1 Bitcoin into 10. No leverage. That's a very, very low risk play, right? Because on no leverage, I can't get liquidated. It'd have to go to zero, which is, if I'm holding Bitcoin, it goes to zero. I'm liquidated anyways. Get what I'm saying? See you, Mary. Yeah, that's something I've been, Bao, I mean, you've been following me a while. You know, I think out further. I try to think out further than most people. Because most people don't even think, let alone think out. So I'm like, I don't even have to think that hard to be ahead of most people. So that was a thought of mine. And you know, I'm not a fan of greed or fear. But, you know, even right now, if I could take a Bitcoin long from here, right? Because is there any doubt in your mind that within the next 2-3 years, Bitcoin's going to be worth more than it's worth right now? You could take a long from here and just sit and wait, and you'll get free Bitcoin. But to me, I'm doing shorts because I think we're going lower. What's the bottom? I don't know. I think Bitcoin ends up, we'll at least get to 13.5. I think Bitcoin will get under 10, and I think Ethereum will get to 480. And if things are nasty enough out here in this macro environment, which they are nasty, it could go even lower. Not a bad idea though, huh, Bao? I probably will do that. And so and you can have multiple accounts, right? So I'm not going to put all my Bitcoin or Ethereum into the trade, but a good portion of it. Because to me, it's like an assured win. And as the price goes up, I will move my stop loss to lock in my profits. Yeah, the shorts are hot. You know, there's just no reason this is the bottom. No, it's just not. We have at least, I think we have minimum 50% more to go, probably 60 plus. I mean, from where we're at, right? Bitcoin at 21, so that puts it at 50% would be like 10.5. Ooh. Yeah, shit. Okay, Bitcoin's definitely going under 10K. Bow to greatness, you're too kind. I make plenty of stupid mistakes, that's for sure. Can I purchase crypto with a credit card? Yes, you can. You can. I don't recommend it. I think it's better to just connect your bank account and transfer the money. But you can. You absolutely can. You're just going to have to pay the fees. Have a low interest credit card that I want to use to buy more? Oh, Victoria. I would do that. I would do that. Because then you're putting yourself in a spot. I personally, I wouldn't do that. That seems like more risk than I would want to take. At least at this point, that's for sure. What fees? Well, usually when you buy off an exchange, they charge you fees because they get charged fees because you use a credit card as a merchant. Is there a point when you question an investment is so volatile you can't trust? I mean, yeah, for sure. But I don't know if I look at volatility so much. I look more at it itself. It's network effects. Mainly it's network effects. You're welcome, Victoria. You're welcome. I mean, that's me. Like I think that's just too risky. Not a Friend agreed. I'm telling Michael Douglas. It's a good show, good movie, classic movie. But because it always gets you, you know. If you get too greedy or too fearful, it controls you and it fucks you. I've done it plenty. You know, it's hard enough when you're not greedy and fearful. But what I think is better is to know where the masses are. Are the masses really greedy right now? Or are they really fearful? They're really fearful. So it's obvious that this is a good time to buy good things that you truly believe in. If you truly believe in SHIB, I question your judgment. I don't. People, like, you gotta be careful too about being dogmatic and religious about something. Like, there's believing, and then there's like blindly believing, or just wanting to believe something without really having a good understanding of why you believe it. Like Ethereum, I can give you a bajillion reasons why Ethereum is the bet of my lifetime. The long you can do it like a leap in options. Well, that's the thing about it, is with options, you have time decay. When you do these longs and these trades, longs and shorts, there's no time decay. You can leave a trade running for decades if you wanted to. There's no time decay. With options, they lose value as time moves on, because they have an expiration date. Right? That's why it pays to know stuff, like know how things work. And that's why Bow's a Lever Atlas member, because he knows he gets extra attention from me. What do you think ETH would be worth in 5 to 8 years? Well, I think in 3 years it's going to be worth minimum 10, probably 20 plus. So give it by 2030, we'll say. I mean, there's a real world where ETH could be worth 100K in 2030. Yeah. That's crazy, right? And we're looking at 1,200 right now. That's crazy. Think VeChain will make it to the next bull cycle? Oh yeah. Oh, VeChain is very high on my list, dude. VeChain, might be it's probably a top. It is a top 10 for me. And I bought a little bit of VeChain over the weekend because it was at like 2.5 cents, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy some of that. Plus, they just inked a $100 million deal with UFC, 5-year $100 million deal, which just surprised me because I'm like, holy shit, wait a minute, you guys are like really making a push, because they have so much network effects and adoption in shipping and logistics, and so many partners, and they're a real business for shipping and logistics on the blockchain, and they've been around for a while. I've been buying VeChain since 2017. My brother put me on it. We were buying it for fractions of a penny. We made a lot of money off VeChain, and it's just a solid project in business. VeChain, Chainlink are definitely in my top 10. VeChain 2025, that's hard to say. What was the top of VeChain? Maybe 30 cents this time? I think VeChain can easily be $1. Isn't that crazy? I think VeChain will definitely be $1. Easy, probably higher. VeChain is a must-have. Yeah, totally. It is. Plus, if you have it in the right spots, it pays a dividend in VeThor, if that's what they still call it. But I don't really care about any of that because I just have it on where would I have it at? If I had it on Binance, which maybe I should move it over to Binance to get the VeTho. I don't know. While on beliefs, is there people who invest based on faith as a fundamental? I hope not. I mean, I'm not sure where that would play in. Do you sleep and make money? Yes. I have, every single day, I have payments come in on my phone. Ding, 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 ding. And I have other assets that are generating income, passive income. That's what I try to help you guys with. Because, like, what's crazy is, do you know how many people in my life, like, have unabashed access to me, and they don't want to listen to a fucking thing I have to say? Like, I bore the piss out of them. And I'm like, listen, I got like there's 126,000 people that follow me on TikTok, guys, and thousands across other social platforms, and maybe a couple of them because they think I'm good looking. I got my days, but most of them want to hear what I have to say, and they think I have good things to say about this particular subject, which I know a lot about, and it can make you rich as shit. And no one in my life wants to hear a goddamn thing about it, except my brother, but he's the one that put me onto it. It's crazy, fucking crazy. We underestimate the people. Look at the people in your life. They are experts in things. You're an expert in things. Everyone around you is an expert in at least one thing. Tap that fucking resource. Ask them what they know. Stop being so caught up in your own stupid shit. Be curious. Welcome, Daily Alt Bulls. Appreciate that. Out of Greatness says, I know the feeling, right? Like we're sitting here, like we're on here talking about crypto. We read about it and study it and research it and keep up to date on it every day. This is a thing that everyone knows is making people rich as fuck. And they don't care to ask us about it, except when they might actually do it at the top of the fucking bull market. If the people in my life ask me about crypto, I know it's over. I know that's the end of the bull market. They won't listen to me now in the bear market. I had a buddy, I was at a wedding last weekend. That last weekend? 2 weekends ago. And he made a comment. He goes, well, we were talking about something. And he said, well, where's crypto at today compared to 6 months ago? And I'm like, down? But that's what always happens? And he'd been drinking. I was like, you're so dumb. Like, why don't you start thinking, maybe I know something you don't about this particular subject? Arrogance of us. We're humans. I do it too. We all do it. I want to make other streams of money. Give me ideas. Victoria, go follow me on I have another channel called Champions Daily on TikTok. I'm making more content over there. It's about being a content creator. It's about building a business, an online business, which the pinnacle, the center point of it is making content. If you're interested in that, I can help you with it. Would you be interested in making content? Because having an audience, having people, having a community is where it's at. Call it a customer base, whatever the fuck you want. Nonetheless, it's people. Like, we need to help people. And this is a great way to do it. But pick something you really enjoy. I love crypto. I love investing. I love finance. I love business. So everything I do, this is what I do. And I have a doctorate. I was a doctor for several years. I quit doing that about 8 years ago. So I thought, this is good, but YOLO, baby. I got one life. I'm going to go a different route. People think they know everything after knowing the tip of the iceberg. And you're being generous, because typically they don't even know the tip of the iceberg. Champions Daily. Yeah, one word though. I have 40 grand to start my crypto journey. Is that enough to make wealth? Absolutely it is. I hope it's not leveraged money or credit money, but absolutely it is. And I would say you can be patient. I'm DCAing into Ethereum mostly right now. But I think real estate's going to come down pretty hard too, and give some real good opportunities, create some real motivated sellers. So stay tuned. Be sure to follow me. Have you followed me on here yet? And go hop in my Discord. Go get in my Discord. Come further into my world. You'll be very happy you did, because I'm here to serve, baby. And you want to talk about shit? I will talk about shit. So can Voyager be viewed as a much better savings account? Yeah, and it can be viewed as a much better banking account. You described the shoe shiner effect. What's the shoe shiner effect? I don't know what that is. I just discovered you today and I'm very happy I did. I'm glad, Victoria. Join my Discord. Go to my resources page. Link in bio takes you to my resources page. Join the Discord. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube. Discord is where you can get a lot of access to me. It's free currently. I'm in there quite a bit. See you, Bao. Nice seeing you today, man. Have a good one. I'll be doing a live stream a little earlier tomorrow because the Fed announcement is at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be going live a little bit before that tomorrow. What's the sweet spot starting capital for this bear? There isn't. There just isn't. It's so independent of each person. I think that we are in fantastic buy zone. Fan-fucking-tastic buy zone. Not for SHIB, not for Doge, not for XYZ shitcoin, but for the real good stuff. Oh yeah. Ooh. And then when it gets lower and lower, then I'll take more riskier bets. Some big players over on YouTube, Graham says, some big players push Luna over the edge and now Celsius seems on the brink. If it goes over the edge, how that going to affect everything? Negative, I know, but what are your thoughts? Yes, if Celsius ends up, I think Celsius will be able to do all its stuff, but overall it's positive. Short term, yes, negative and scary. Long term, positive, because now we're learning a lesson. As Celsius is kind of a crypto bank too. That's what it is. So is Voyager. So is others. But Celsius and Voyager are two of the main ones to me. And Celsius was never one that not that I got anything against Celsius. I just always felt from the research I did that Voyager was better. I liked it more. I felt like I just liked it more. And it's kind of playing out a bit there, but I think Celsius will survive. But we'll learn a lot of things from this that make the industry and everything even better, because that's where we're at. Things break. Crypto breaks. That's why it's risky. It breaks because we're innovating and building new things and new ways of humanity, of society, of economics, of interaction. Like, it's a big deal. But it can't just be done like that. A lot of things got to break and go wrong along the way so we can learn the right way to do things. What's the Fed announcement? I'll come back to that. Let me see what other comments are back here. Welcome, Bao. What's the Fed announcement? Tomorrow, they'll be announcing the June interest rate hike at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be streaming live on TikTok and YouTube. I'll start the stream a little bit before that, and we'll watch it, which is a big deal. Interest rates, big deal. I'm seriously considering buying a flip house. What do you think about timing? I don't like it. I think the housing market is on its way down for a correction. Not a crash, but a correction. I think the equity value of homes is going to go down because it's way overpriced. It went up 20, 30, 40% in the past 2 years. Normal housing market goes up 3 to 5% a year. That is way beyond the average. It needs to correct. And interest rates are going up. People can't pay this stuff. Mortgage applications are going down like crazy. I do not think it's a good time to buy real estate. But I think a fantastic fucking time is coming very soon. I would say though, Steel Rock, use this time to get to educate yourself and make yourself real dangerous. Should I wait for Bitcoin to dip more? That's a personal choice. For me, I don't try to catch the bottom. I don't encourage anyone to try to catch the bottom. I buy it not looking at, I hope it doesn't go down anymore. I buy it right now thinking, what's the price going to be in April 2025? It's going to be a lot more than it is today, so I'm buying. I'm buying Ethereum mainly, number one, then Bitcoin, then Gala. A wealthy man had his shoes shine on Wall Street. The kid asked him market advice. The banker sold. Typically, right? There's also the taxi driver thing. When the taxi driver Uber driver starts talking to you about crypto or asking about it, you're like, ugh, I think it's time to sell. Can you let us know when you think is a good time to buy? I think right now is a fantastic time to buy. Yes, I think it's going to go lower, but if you look out further to April 2025, the prices of good things should be a lot more than they are today. And I'm buying. As it goes lower, I buy. I'm going to keep buying till it goes up. So attention fines if you're just trying to make money quick. The best way to do that is to short, in my opinion. Here's a trade that I'm in. Those on YouTube have probably already seen it. Here's a trade that I'm in, right? I'm up $23,000 on this Bitcoin USDT short. So I made a bet that the price of Bitcoin was going to go down. Oh shit, we're in the 21s again now, huh? Look at that. So I made a bet here and I put some leverage in there. I've closed 25% of the position, so I've cashed out $6,200 in profit. I got in at $29,000. I've set a stop loss at $24,500, and right now the market price is at $21.81. It's down. What is that? About 30% or so, 25% apparently. And so I'm making money as the price goes down. And I could also do this as what's called an inverse perpetual, where my profits would actually be paid to me in Bitcoin as the price goes down. If you want to learn more about that, click the link in my TikTok bio. It'll take you to my resources page. Take this masterclass right here. Take this free masterclass. What do you think about BlackRock trying to destroy Bitcoin? I don't think BlackRock's trying to destroy Bitcoin. Or I don't, but why do you say that? Like I haven't heard about that, and I don't know what the evidence for that is. A brave question. When will all this implode? What do you mean? Like what do you mean by all this? What is this? Thanks for the follow, SMH of Ice. Competition with BlackRock? You think Bitcoin is in competition with, you think BlackRock sees Bitcoin as competition? I'm not sure what point you're making there either. I'm not sure what you're saying. What's up, In Peak? They want to have control over the world. Why wouldn't they just get a bunch of Bitcoin? Why would they try to crush it? So they probably directly or indirectly own a lot of Bitcoin. They have big investments in Circle, which is who makes USDC. So they're definitely into blockchain. Bitcoin, I'm sure if they legally can have it, I'm sure they have a lot of Bitcoin. I'm not sure if they can legally have it because of regulation. I don't know what their charters are like. Not sure, just heard something about it. I am the J-Man. So, I'm glad you said that. Just because you hear shit, don't believe it. Don't not believe it, but don't take it as any kind of anything. Look into it, research it, come to your own real studied conclusions. Because most people just say shit that they hear. And if you can't explain it to someone else, you don't know what you're saying. No disrespect to you. We all do it. It's just something that I say. I'm saying it right now out loud to myself as much as I'm saying it to anybody else. I'm DCAing anyway. Yeah, totally. I am too. That's mostly what I'm doing. That's my strategy. Part of it. At what point will crypto Bitcoin blockchain crash? I don't think it will. You mean like disappear? Because it's technology. When have you ever seen technology disappear? Like it's crypto at its core, blockchain is really, to me, it's the next layer of the internet, which you've heard before, but do you really know what that means? NFTs, because of blockchain, are really the next layer of the internet to me, because you can actually own digital things that are just digital, that don't have to represent anything in the physical world. But things in the physical world can be represented digitally also, verifiably, and be able to transact. So that's really the next layer of the internet, Web 3.0, which you've heard about. That's really what it is. So as a technology, it's only expanding. It's like, to me, that's like saying cell phones are going to implode or the internet's going to implode. The only way that would happen is if we as humanity blew ourselves up, which is very possible, which is the most likely scenario of this shit imploding, is that we just implode ourselves as a society and humanity, in my opinion. Should I invest in XRP? Can't give you that kind of advice. XRP is high on my list. I'm not buying it yet, but I think now, in my opinion, would be a good time to buy XRP if you look out far enough. If you look to like April 2025, which is everything I buy, I look out to April 2025 and what I think the price will be then. Not what it will be tomorrow or the end of this year, because I think it'll be lower by the end of this year. But I'm buying anyways. Do you have a trading strategy to get in your short trade off the news? 243 Tom, I really encourage you to take my free trading masterclass. Free masterclass, how I get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free when the price goes down. I typically don't do it off news, but when the news Friday was so huge, so fucking huge. It's then I just placed a trade. I didn't have to look at any charts. I already knew it was going to bleed and people were going to freak out all weekend. They were going to keep freaking out until June 15th. So it was that kind of trade doesn't come up very often based off of news and sentiment, but I knew that it was a boom. And so that's why when people pay so much attention to when the inflation reports come out and when the Fed meetings are, because those are moments that can just send the markets plummeting or skyrocketing. More often plummeting than skyrocketing. New to this, learning as much as possible. That's cool, J-Man. Very good. We're always learning. None of us know everything. We're always learning. Just keep learning and keep paying attention, because that you're still here in crypto in these times. The whole WAGMI, we all gonna make it, is a bunch of bullshit. The people that are here in these times have a very high likelihood of making it. Very. Because you get to buy everything at bottom bargain discount, penny on the dollar prices. You just got to buy the right shit. Will you open a Amazon account and sell merch only in Bitcoin crypto? Not something I've thought about. I did for a while. I shut it down a bit ago because no one was buying anything and I didn't want to keep paying for the damn store. I did have some crypto shirts, but I shut it down. I'll get it running again when sentiment picks up. I'm hearing ETH going down to 480. That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. Who else is saying that? What should I do? Take out my altcoin and convert to USDC? Ruby, I can't give you that kind of advice. Oh, Ruby, you probably heard me say it. That's probably what you're saying. I sold all my altcoins 2 months ago. I made that very clear on here back then. If you were watching me then and following me then, here in the Discord, everywhere. I sold all my altcoins back in April, 2 months ago. And right before the other side land sale for Ape, the Ape land. Actually, I sold all my alts to fund all my KYC wallets so I could get a bunch of land, and I didn't get one piece of fucking land. So I had all this cash sitting there, and I'm like, do I want to buy more alts? No. I just left it in cash because I thought, market's going down. We're in a bear market. What the hell am I doing? Why didn't I sell this earlier? And I still think we're going lower. So for me, I just put it all in USDC and got on Voyager and got my 6 to 9% interest. And then now I've been waiting and then I've been buying Ethereum at levels, and I'm just sitting on a lot of my cash. And I'm buying at levels, DCAing it. There's another dude saying 480. Well, he's a smart guy, I think, because I think 480. If things get even worse than I think they will, it can go lower. Like I'm saying Bitcoin to 6K. If things get bad enough, Ethereum to like 300 or less. If things get bad enough. As twisted, I'm so twisted, I can't tell you how excited I get about that. I feel bad for all the people that will affect, because they've over leveraged themselves and they didn't allow a scenario where they could handle that. But I can only do for me what I can do. Ruby, you started investing in crypto 3 months ago. You didn't come in at a terrible time. You didn't buy the top. But Ruby, the fact that you're here right now, this is the best time to be here. Most people come in when the crypto's all high. You've came in on the way down. Good time to come in. For me, like I said, I'm DCA. Not daily cost average. That's just a general term. I buy at levels, and I think we're going lower. So it's not like I'm deploying all my capital right now, and I add to my gunpowder, my capital. I put a lot of any liquid cash I have. I'm the type of guy that I don't really like to buy things. I like to put all my money into investments, into things that make my money grow into more money. Because remember, there's this guy named Dr. John Demartini. I've known of him for 15 plus years. He was in that movie, The Secret, if you ever saw that, The Secret, about the law of attraction. anyways, he was also a chiropractor. I was a chiropractor for a while, so I knew of him a lot, and I learned more and more about his teachings and his message anyways. And he said he's traveled around the world for like 50 years now, teaching all kinds of stuff. And he said every time he does a seminar, which is every weekend, every literal weekend, one of the first questions he asks is how many people want to be financially free? Every hand goes up every single time. And he says, all right, now how many of you are financially free? And by far, most of the hands go down. And even most of the hands that stay up, he's like, well, what is financially free? Do you have enough passive income that it pays for your monthly expenses every month? And then a lot more hands go down because they're like, okay, I'm not financially free. And so he asks the people that are financially free, well, what do you value? Because he believes, stay with me here, this is so important. He from all his 50 plus years of research, he's realized that as humans, because he calls himself a human behavior specialist, and I agree with him, that's probably what he is. He says we live by a hierarchy of values, right? And each of us is different. It's like a thumbprint. Like we all have values, we all have thumbprints, but they're all at least a little bit different. No two the same. Where we spend our time, our money, and our attention dictates where our highest values lie, right? Because, if you're a big football fan, you're always going to find time, money, and attention to watch that football game. But if you're not really into, girls soccer, you're not really spending any time, money, or attention on that. Get what I'm saying? Maybe it's your kids, maybe it's your job, maybe it's crypto, maybe it's YouTube, maybe it's your family, maybe it's whatever. But there's places that rank above others, whether we're aware of them or not. So what he found was the people that were actually financially independent, and he's met many billionaires that are clients of his. And he says the overwhelming top three values basically run our life. The higher the value, the bigger of a deal it is. He says typically the top three of every financially free person, every rich person, every billionaire, in the top three, typically one or two, their number one value, or at least top three, is investing money into things that make them more money. Doesn't that make all the sense in the world? Isn't that so simple and obvious? You feel like you already knew that. But then if you look at your own life, is that what you do? Probably, maybe not. Probably not. Most people don't. Most people spend a lot of time trying to look rich, trying to get other people to claim them as having status. What a foolish game. What a foolish game. I'm going to drive a yellow Lambo. I'm going to wear fucking Louis Vuitton shoes, ugly ass Gucci shoes. Why would you do that? You're just trying to get other people to tell you you're great. They'll never do that. Because that would be them saying you're better than me. Whoever wants to say that. Do for you what you do for you. Invest your money in things that grow into more money. That's the best place to put your money. Not into shit. Most people put their stuff into shit, and I did that for a long time. And then when I heard him say that, I was just like, oh my God. How many people say, yeah, Bitcoin's so expensive. It's like $30,000. Yeah, but I got to pay the bills. Yeah, but the stocks, I don't really understand them, and blah, 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 blah. But they spend all their time on fucking watching TV. I'm going to go back to some of the questions. Subcoin Monster. Passive income should always be a priority after getting out of high school. I don't even think you need to get out of high school, frankly. I think going to college is way overrated. I have a doctorate. I went to as much school as anyone you know. And I'm telling you. But the thing is like I have a niece that's coming out here, and she's going to go to school here in Seattle. And I'm just like, why does no one go talk to the guy that's gone to more school than anybody? Why does no one ever ask me what I think? Why the fuck? Everyone telling her to go to college? A lot of them, they didn't even go to college. They just think that's what you're supposed to do. They think that's what to do. If they had just done that with their life would be better. And I want my kid's life to be better, so do this. And I'm like, how much debt? College is slavery. You spend years of your life studying a bunch of shit you don't care about, studying a subject that you think is going to get you a job that's going to pay you good money, and take on a shitload of debt. Does it cross your mind that maybe there's another way? Didn't cross my mind. Didn't cross my mind. No one's saying that to me when I was young. And so I went to shitloads of school. I worked hard. I got a fucking doctorate. I became a fucking doctor. And I thought, this isn't what I thought it was going to be, man. I'm not as happy as I thought I'd be. It's all right, but I still feel like people are controlling me. I don't like that. Like insurance companies, state boards. You and I should write a Billions episode based on Bitcoin, crypto, blockchain. You really like that show, Billions, don't you? Why is everyone and their dog's not shorting right now? It's Black Friday of crypto. Black Friday was literally Friday, and I took a short. I'm up pretty good on that. Passive income should always be a priority. Yep, amen. Are you a retail trader? All right, Doc. Money. College was great 30 plus years ago. Yeah, well, for sure, I guess. I mean, then at least it was like cheap. Like it didn't really matter, and you could just have fun. But you just have fun anyways. Like you don't need to go to college. Just think about it. Like I don't have any kids, okay? So maybe I'm just kind of like saying shit. But if I did, they would be homeschooled. Why? Because why would I put my kids around the dumbest fucking humans on the planet? Other kids. Why would I do that? Why would I put my kid? I want them to be around me. I want them to be around intelligent, experienced, smart people. I don't want them to be around other dumb kids. That's my thought. It's different. I think differently. Maybe I'm crazy. And I would teach them how to build businesses. I would teach them about money. I would teach them about how the world is. I would teach them about psychology and human behavior, the realities, instead of the worker bee academy. Coin monster. Because, I mean, most people, it's a religion, man. We're taught to go to the worker bee academy. And we think that's the right thing to do. Got to get to the best schools. Got to get the best degrees. Got to get the best jobs. It's competitive. You don't got to compete with shit. Not today. That's for sure. You can pull up your phone, start a TikTok channel, and build a business. You don't got to be special. Just be you. Get involved in subjects you truly love that you would be doing anyways in your free time. Like, if you don't think that I'm just studying crypto in my free time and that's how this all got started, like that's congruent with me. Ace, what's up, bud? Logical and pragmatic. What usually makes you get into a long or short? Tom, take my masterclass. That shows you what usually prompts me to get into a long or short. And there may even be some special things you can take advantage of if you watch the masterclass. Like maybe you get access to my entire course for free. Go watch the masterclass first, though. Like I'm not like that's the thing is I'm here to help you. I'm not just saying, hey, buy my shit. I don't have much to sell. I should have more shit to sell. As a matter of fact, what type of shit would you guys buy? What do you want help with? Actually, I should ask that question more often. Like, what do you guys, like, what would you like help with? Answer that. I want to see some comments come in. What would you guys like help with? I went to school for a trade, and even with that, learned 90% of what I know after school. I'm much, much more for trades than college. As long as you would enjoy doing that trade. But even then, I think you should have a business based around that trade if you like the trade. Money management, that's a good one. Now, these are things I'm going to charge for because they will be like interacting with me, true classes, something like that. Okay? So if you're going to answer it, answer with something you would actually pay for. Because I believe that when people pay for things, they pay attention. Whereas if everything's free, we just kind of take it for granted. So if I'm going to put that kind of time and effort into something, you're going to pay for it because I want to make sure you're invested in it and you'll pay attention. Get what I'm saying? Well, I put my email in like 15 minutes ago. When we see a crypto blockchain frantic trading desk on Wall Street, probably not far away. Top picks. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Attention fines. I'm not doing that. Financial freedom. That's basically what I try to help you guys with now. I think real ways to make fiat currency besides working. So you mean like income? Income? Technical analysis? I have technical analysis stuff up. Go take my masterclass. You'll see I have a whole trading course that I don't even sell it currently. I just give it away for free to Lever Atlas members. How to earn passive income through crypto. Can't really do that so much right now. You can go get Voyager and get some pretty nice interest. How long till the bottom? No one knows. I send you my money and you invest it. I can't legally do that. Although I am considering more and more looking into what it takes to set up a hedge fund, because that interests me. That's something I think would be very congruent with me, and I think I would find that exciting and challenging. But that's nowhere in the near future. I would pay to build a solid crypto portfolio. I don't know what kind of service I could really give you for that. I don't know what I could do for that. That would be beyond what I'm already giving you for free. Because I'm not just trying to make things up. The biggest things I think of are, if I was thinking about putting together like a small, very small community, insider circle type thing of like maybe 25 people, and we'd get on video chats like this and really talk specifically about each person, because I know this is nice. I know you guys enjoy this, but this is still very limited to what I can help you with, and it's more of a mass thing, where if I had a really small number, I could justify a lot more of my time and resources to actually like working one-on-one with people with whatever they wanted to work on. Maybe they want to build a content business. Maybe they want to improve their business. Maybe they want to learn more about investing in crypto or trading or investing in real estate, stuff like that. Would you guys be interested in something like that? It wouldn't be cheap. It would not be cheap. Tina says, love Champions Daily. Glad you're liking it. You're a content creator. That's good, Tina. And I don't have anything to offer content creators yet to help them monetize, because that's the main thing I focus on, is to help them turn it into an actual business. Which isn't just like, hey, sell shit. That's what most things. That's not what I'm saying. But like have things that people can buy if they want to, that they see as being more valuable than the cash they give you. Because like what I'm doing here is great. I love this, and I want to help more people do this type of stuff with what they love. Maybe it's quilting, maybe it's kittens, maybe it's kids, maybe it's airplanes. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's baseball. Maybe it's kids baseball. Maybe it's girls volleyball. I have yet to find whatever you're super interested in, whatever you spend your free time studying or paying attention to or spending your money on, whatever it is, you can turn it into a business and then make your life largely about it. That's better to me than going to college and picking from their shit of, all right, what do you want to do? You want to be an engineer? Cool. Thoughts on SMC trading method? I don't know what SMC trading method is. I didn't really get any comments from you guys on the like small group thing, so I don't know if anyone's interested in that. Not that I have anything set up. It would take some effort for me to set it up, so that's why I'm kind of dabbling in here to see if anyone's even interested in something like that. And then of course, it would be a very small community of serious people, so you also have access to everyone in that community because we're all helping each other. Maybe it's a mastermind. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Well, I've been on here for over 2 hours now, which is about right, about how often I go on for. Coin Monster and Tina Hills said, love it, love the community and possibly interested. Yeah, I mean, it's something I would have to think more about, because I don't do things half-ass. I'd have to really think about it a little bit more and see what people would want. I don't know. Maybe not something on the super near horizon. I'm just testing the waters to see what y'all think. Because when we get down to the end of these streams, and there's usually about 30, 40 people on here. Right now we got 33. you're the people that I'm most interested in, because a lot of you have probably been on here for a while. Like, you're the ones that vibe with me the most, and so it makes sense that if I'm going to work with people, it would be people like you. Changing my picks, laugh out loud, Gal, XRP, Dot, Lincoln, ETH when it hits 480. I cannot. Yeah, those are all things that I will be buying probably at some point. ETH I'm already buying, Gal I'm already buying. I bought a little Link. I would buy XRP, but it's not on Voyager because it's XRP and the whole lawsuit case. No, it's nowhere except for Uphold. Dot would be the bottom of my list there on that one, but it would still be one I'd be interested in. Maybe we get detailed on leverage, stuff like that. Well, CoinMonster, are you a Lever Atlas member? Are you a Lever Atlas member? XRP is on KuCoin, is it? Huh, I didn't know that. I just buy it on Uphold. Oh, you're not? Because Lever Atlas members, when people become Lever Atlas members, I give them my whole trading course. Because there's the masterclass, which I think you've taken. But if you take me up on Lever Atlas, you get my whole course. Which, for that course, I could easily charge $1,000 for that course. And I give it away for free for being a Lever Atlas member to help you succeed. Can you transfer out crypto from Voyager to a cold wallet? Yes. Not all of them, but many of them. With that being said, what I mean is not all cryptos can go in a MetaMask wallet. Like Solana, for instance, has its own wallet. Cardano has its own wallet. Atom has its own wallet that isn't compatible with MetaMask. You're welcome, CoinMonster. Definitely check it out, man. Like, I still have the free trial running on Lever Atlas, so you go take up the free trial, and you'll get the course for free just for taking me up on the free trial. I try to make it as easy as possible, you know. I think by now most of you know that, like, I'm giving till it hurts. You get so much more from me than what you pay. See you, Dan. Well, don't wait too long, CoinMonster. Don't wait too long. It's a free trial. It's a free trial. It's a free trial. And then you get the course, you start watching the course. But I get it. Middle of the week. Maybe you want to wait till you get a little bit of time, but don't procrastinate. I may get rid of the free trial any day. Go back to for a while I was only offering the lifetime subscription. That was it. And I may go back to that because I like lifetime members the most. Because they're the most committed. And that's just the way it is. I feel like it's the best for them too, because then they're committed. And I keep giving the resources, the course. They can always ask me questions. They're on the text list. You see my trades, all that stuff. I don't know. Like, I know that's something that traders want, is they want, like, when I'm doing trades, and I give a lot of those out for free right now. But I'm not real diligent on letting everyone know every trade I make, just because like the text message list. Like, I don't send out text messages after certain hours or before certain hours, during certain hours. Sometimes I just forget. So I think I should probably start a smaller community of traders that are the most serious and that can get the most access to me, and of course I can provide the most support too. How about CVR? Yeah, Curve? Wait, CVR. Is that convex? How often do you cash out and stack? Kim, I only sell when we are around all-time highs. When I feel like we're near the end of the bull market, that's the only time I sell. And the only time I buy is when we are in deep bear markets, which we're in now. It's a longer game. Most people are trying to do it really fast, and they lose. 98% of them. So I buy in the super bearish times, and I sell in the super bullish times. And that's it. It sounds too simple. It just takes patience. I waited too long on some of my alts. Well, you want I said I sold them 2 months ago. I waited too long. I should have sold that shit in October, November. When it hit that all-time high, god damn it, I knew that was going to be a double top. I knew it. God, I knew it. I was up on the hype that, yeah, we got to get to 100K, got to get to 100K, and I knew it. You want to know how I knew it? Hear this. This is the sign. This was the sign. The second I saw Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk selling their Amazon and Tesla shares, big amounts, significant amounts of them, I fucking knew that was the top of the stock market, of the everything market. I knew it. I fucking knew it. And I was too drunk. I was too drunk on the bull market. God, that was the most obvious sign in the world. The 2 richest men in the world have never done this before, but now they're going to sell significant amounts of their stock at all-time highs. Duh. Of course, you think they didn't know that was the top of the market? Of course they did. Does the Vatican accept Bitcoin crypto? I don't know. That's a smart idea or not. Sometimes I'd be thinking. Curve. Curve is really the heart of DeFi. It really is. So Curve is something that will be somewhere on my shopping list when I think we bottom out, which I don't think we're there yet. 29 people. I'm probably going to pop off. I've been on here for 2 hours and 16 minutes. Follow me on YouTube. Please, for the love of God, follow me on Twitter. I need to grow that number. Because I need to grow that number. Here's why. I also post good messages on there, so that's one reason to join. But as I grow my number, when I message people on Twitter to get them to come on this show, higher likelihood they will respond to my message if my follower number is higher. Please go follow me. You're welcome. Attention. Attention? Pay attention. Have patience in this bear market, and don't buy anything right now if you want it to go up in the short term. Everything, if you're going to make buys, buy it with a further out sell date. Me, I look out to April 2025 because it's like guaranteed very, very nice profit in my opinion. It's a different way than most people are going to do it, but the smartest investors, this is what they all do. I used to be dumb money. I'm still dumb money. I'm just getting less dumb. That reference about Bezos and Musk is gold. Next time I'll be ready. That's the thing, Steel Rock, is how often does that happen? It never happens. So, but you're right. It's your arsenal. Keep it in your education. At the same time, Musk and Bezos were both, oh, we're going to sell. We got to sell for tax purposes. What? Bullshit. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Because they know things, right? They have resources and access to everything and everybody. I knew. Because they didn't need to sell. They don't need the money. They don't need the money. They just knew shit's about to get nasty. They knew it. What's your Twitter handle? I'm Daily Crypto Bull across all the socials. You can also go to my TikTok page here. There'll be a link here. There's not because I'm on desktop. It doesn't show it. But right here, it'll take you to this page, Twitter, right there. If you're in America, for the love of God, get a Voyager account. Get yourself $50 of free Bitcoin. Just buy $100 of USDC coin on Voyager, and you'll get $50 of free Bitcoin. USDC is a stable coin. Use this code or this link. Click this button, and you won't even need the code. But you get interest on your crypto too. You go buy $100 of USDC. you'll get 9% interest on it. 9%. And this is a real stable coin. This isn't UST, some algorithmic stable coin. This is backed by real $1 bills. Massive investors in this thing. Circle, BlackRock, etc. This is the chosen stable coin. It really is. In order for finance-based shows, I need a strong crypto Bitcoin script. you must be a writer or something, Kim. You must be. See, you're showing what your interests are, not just billions, but you must have. I can sense what you're into, because we just wear it on our sleeves. Did you watch $1 Billion Code? I have not, and I don't even know what it is. What is $1 Billion Code? Skull. We'll be going live tomorrow before 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow on TikTok and YouTube. Daily Crypto Bull across all the socials. We're going to go a little earlier tomorrow because the Fed meeting is at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, Jose, I didn't get a response from you on what $1 Billion Code is. I've been on here for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I usually go for about 2 hours, and we're live Monday through Friday, most Monday through Friday days at noon. But tomorrow, Pacific Standard Time. But tomorrow we'll be going live before 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. $1 Billion Code about internet. I have not. Is it on Netflix or something? Is it on Netflix? I gotta get a new haircut. This thing looks like a toupee. It's ridiculous. But my lady keeps wanting me to keep my hair long. She envisions something that's just not going to happen. I just want to cut all this shit off and just have short hair. With the, whatever razor fade, hard part. I'm blessed to have a full head of hair. I'm appreciative of that. My father I never saw him with full head of hair. He was bald. He's bald at fucking 20. You and I can do it, plus half parts. I'm a busy guy. And I'm out here serving people in the financial content creator and business world. So I wouldn't be opposed. Actually, who hasn't thought this? But I thought, I think I could be an alright actor. I'd just be me. Pretty good at being me. So I think the best actors, for the most part, are just kind of themselves. Clear versions of themselves, in my opinion. Thanks for the utilitarian value information. Great job. Utilitarian. What am I thinking of? What does utilitarian mean? I'm tired. And you know what I'm going to do? Utilitarianism. What is it? The doctrine that actions are right if they are useful or for the benefit of the majority. All right. I dig that. I can be for that. This is a good thing to have, by the way. Oh, shit. If you have like Voyager or Coinbase or something, God, I keep forgetting. I got to put this on my resources page. A YubiKey. You won't get hacked. This is basically a ledger for your Coinbase or Voyager account. Not even basically. That's exactly what it is. God damn it. I keep totally forget about that. Kim, you're a natural. I appreciate your kind words. What is your background, Kim? Tell me your background. What do you do? What's your background? I'm interested. Not in the show, necessarily. But you're in you, I guess. ETH, KDA, Glimmer, Gallo, Woo, Zero, Jasmy hold strong in this market. Will disappoint if they don't 20x. Maybe. Yeah, Kim, you're right. I knew it. I could just tell because we see the lens of the world through who we are and what we're interested in, what we value, right? I talked about Dr. John DeMartini. You didn't just become a writer either. I'm sure you had someone that inspired you or that you admired, or something that people did that got you to choose your excitement, your high value on writing, creating story, entertaining, whatever it is. I meant an information you can use as utility for your investment education. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I just thought utilitarian. I thought, what is that? ETH. Yeah, I don't know if all those sub T41. I like Gala. I like ETH. I don't know about Jasmy, man. I don't know what Woo is. I don't know what GLMR is. I'm assuming KDA is. Wait, what is KDA? I was gonna say Kusama, but yeah. I like doing these lives with you guys, and that's why I do them. That's why I'm just on here. That's why I'm just lingering. It's just 24 of you on here. Like, we're just in a group of people that, like, we are into this shit. Or most people in our lives, just, they're not into it, and that's fine. We can't just be around the same people as us all the time. That would be nuts. If I was around someone like me all the time, I would grow to hate that person. Because I'm annoying. I'm annoying, man. I'm like a preachy kind of guy. I'm not like talked down to, but like I see things that I think will help people, and I'm kind of relentless. All right, you provide facts. I don't know what kind of facts there are. You watch the crypto world. I mean, watching it all unfold. I could see a show about someone in the back here. Someone in the everyday life of a crypto investor or hedge fund. I could see that. Maybe. Could just be a reality show too. I don't know. Kadena. I get it mixed up. Is Kadena? What's the Polkadot? What's the one that's associated with Polkadot? Is that Kadena? Or is that Kusama? Or what is it? But I think I'm getting value, really. I'm glad, Steele. I try to. I mean, I'm here. I'm just lingering now, almost 2.5 hours in. And every day, like, again, when we get towards the end of these things, like, you people here, the 24 of you, the last 30-ish people that are on the stream, late in the stream, those are the people I do the stream for the most. And typically, some are familiar with me, but typically when we do the end of every stream, there's about 30 some people. Right now we're at 25, most of which have been watching the stream for quite a while. And then they kind of don't want to get off of the stream. And you're the reason I do these. You're my favorite part, because we seem to have a connection. And I think life is about connection. I don't necessarily want to go into public calls, but I like people. I like meeting people. I like talking with people. There's some people I certainly want to talk with much longer than others. But yeah, you last people in here at the late parts of the stream are the main reasons I do this, and the main reasons I don't want to get off the stream and I just linger, because we get to just talk. Early on in the stream, I have to like keep fast and upbeat and blah 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 to like keep, and there's a lot of questions flying in, and it's like right now it's just like people just chilling, just enjoying company. It's like good conversation. And I get to hear my own voice. I like hearing my own voice. $800 ETH tomorrow. I doubt it, and I'm pretty bearish, but possible. I mean, most people would not have said on Friday, most people would not have said by Monday we'd have a ETH break 1100. But I think there's a real chance ETH gets in the triple digits tomorrow, and I think there's a real chance Bitcoin breaks 20K tomorrow. I would talk more, but I'm driving. 800 is tomorrow, maybe. Well, Coin Monster, we had some pretty good conversation in the Discord. Anyone still on here, go join the Discord. You're certainly the people I'm looking for to be in that community. That's the closest thing to an inner circle I have so far. Waves, I don't know enough about waves, so I don't really want to say anything about it. Yeah, I feel better about it than some things, but I don't know enough about it. You know, Kim, it's interesting because my partner, her sister, I could call her my sister-in-law, but we're not married. I'm not one much for, I don't love marriage. The idea that I feel like I see more drawback than benefit to getting married, not because of the divorce part, because of now I'm legally obligated to the state. Like, that's weird to me. And my parents got divorced and shit, so maybe I'm just weird. But like, she is like the most fit person. Like, she's the one person that goes to the gym, and all the people, all the muscle heads and gym rats are looking at her like, whoa, she's the alpha in the room. She's the one they all want to be like. And she's like, doesn't even want them to pay attention to her because she's just so natural. And I'm like, I can help you make a content channel. And she's been talking for years how she wants to build her empire and blah, 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 but has never made one step. And I could easily help her do that. And I brought it up to her a while ago, and she's like, yeah. And then I kind of pushed her a bit the other day just to download the goddamn TikTok app, and she wouldn't do it. And I'm like, I handed her this form, this whole architecture of a business to her that I could charge, like, to find someone like me, they can draw something like that and give you this blueprint. Listen, I'm not good at most things, but I'm a rare commodity in that thing, because I've done it several times. That's not a lot of people. And she would download the fucking app. So I pushed her a bit. And she started crying. I was like, whoa, didn't see that coming. And so I get it. So I'm just sitting here, I'm like, God, I could just, She said, but the thing is, people got to say they want it. And she said she did. And she said it enough that I finally said, I offered my help. And we'll see. She's afraid to be on camera. That's what it came down to. Afraid of the ridicule. Because there's always haters. But what's really important is to focus on the people that you actually help, that you actually serve, that you actually like, that actually appreciate you. There's so many more of them. It's just that the haters can be so loud. And it's just bullshit to let the haters win. Because if you won't start doing this to help yourself and to help all the people that want the help, the haters win. And the haters win a lot. The haters stop us from doing a lot of things. I've been doing this long enough that it really doesn't bother me much. It still bothers me some. Because the things I say are so stupid, it can't help but get you a little bit. But I focus much more on you guys. The ones that actually want help, the ones that appreciate it, the ones that are serious, the ones that are intelligent, frankly, right? Because there's a lot of dumb people, and haters are dumb people. Kim, I'm not interested. I really appreciate what you're saying, but there's no way. I don't see a possible way that I could get involved with that. I have so many things going on now. I would have to give up other things. I just don't see it as much. Not that it's a non-interesting proposal, but then what do you do with it anyways? You write something. Like, I can write something, but what do I do with it? It's got to get published. It's got to get produced. It's got to get funded. I'm not an expert at that stuff. Yeah. I'm twisted and wicked. That's right, Ruby. Let's get twisted. I think that's going to be my new thing. I might make a shirt that says "Get Twisted" with a stock market going down. Get twisted, because I am. I made that piece of content today about how I feel twisted. I feel sick because I feel so excited when things go down so much. Yeah, 800. Please, 800. I agree with you. Please, 800. And if we have a bounce, I'll probably sell because the shit's coming back down. I'll probably sell some, at least, of my ETH and Gala and Ape and Bitcoin, because I think we'll probably have a bounce coming, but I see it as an exit liquidity for a bounce, so it's going to be limited. That's my thought, anyways. Especially in the obvious times right now, where more and more people are like, "Oh shit, we're really in a bear market." All right, I'm gonna go. Been on this sucker for over 2.5 hours. Pretty common, 2 hours. But I'm going to go straight back to studying macroeconomics, looking for other perspectives and insights from experts on crypto, macro, real estate, mostly. Those three things are mainly what I'm focusing on right now. And I spend, when I come on these streams, like, you're getting me communicating with you, me spending hours and hours and hours every day studying this stuff, listening to other experts' opinions and perspectives and breaking it down and thinking about it and blah, blah, blah. I really enjoy that. Again, not good at most things, but my brain seems to work pretty good with concepts and math and, like, connecting dots, something like that. Would you just set up a buy and sell order and go to sleep? I did that. I set up a. I have some. You can. That's actually a good idea. If you're using the right platforms, which you can do on Voyager, you just set up a limit order, and it places, like, all right, if ETH gets to 999, buy it this amount. You can do that. You can place limit orders on Voyager, and so when it hits those, it will just buy it. So you don't have to, like, pay attention every moment. That's actually a really good thing to do. I should do more of it. See you, Ruby. Be sure, everyone in here, I'm going to take off. Join the Discord. Get in the Discord. That's the closest thing to an inner circle I have. If you want more access to me, go in there. Link in description on YouTube. Link in profile, bio on TikTok. That link will take you to my resources page. And then the link for the Discord is on that resources page. Links for everything is on that goddamn page. I didn't get a notification. Forgot to turn notifications on, bro. Oh, TikTok Antiques. What's up? I'm hopping off, though. I'll be back on tomorrow. Normally we're on at noon Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday, but tomorrow, because of the Fed meeting, the Fed meeting's or announcement, whatever, is at 11 in the morning Pacific Standard Time, I believe. So I'll be coming live before 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. And then Friday and Saturday I may not go live because I have to go meet up with my real estate team and discuss some things. We're in disagreement about what's going on. I think I'm much more convicted about it than they are. I think they just haven't looked and they're in denial, and I think they kind of know it. So we just need to adjust what we're doing. We'll probably focus a lot more on, because they're real estate agents, and I work with them. I do the marketing with them, but it's kind of the CEO, I guess. But we're going to adjust more towards lease options and rent to own, in terms of, because there's companies that will buy houses and put people in rent to own lease option. And I think that's the best thing to do for buyers right now, because I don't think people should be buying homes right now. And I don't want, even if people want to, if they want to, fine. But we're going to make our expert opinion known that these are the options, here's what's going on, here's what could happen, blah, blah, blah. What do you want to do? Do you want to buy the house, or do you want to do a lease option and get in a house you want to own, you want to buy, but without having to have the obligation of paying for it yet, but having the option to buy it if you want to? Pretty good one. Graham is over on YouTube says, thanks for your time, man. Much deeper and passionate than I expected. Laugh out loud. Appreciate that, man. I told you my favorite part of these streams is the later part of the stream, because the people that are on here, we seem to have a connection. Like, we seem to vibe the best. So come in my Discord. It's the closest thing to the inner circle I have currently. I'm in there. Seriously, go in there. Oh, UK. You're in the UK antiques? Okay. But yeah, I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to go catch up on what everyone's speculating about, if there's any new news, any new leaks about thoughts about the meeting tomorrow. Try to get an edge. But I'm in this short, I'm in this really nice short right here. Up 25K, although I already took 6,200 out as profit, and that's in USDT. I actually meant to do an inverse perpetual trade, so I should have stacked Bitcoin here as profit. But I'm fine with this. Actually, I'm happier for this. I might be doing more USDT trades, pairs, but this is 75% of my position left. I'm up almost 25K. But I probably won't be closing it until the Fed meeting tomorrow to see what they say. And I will probably literally be sitting here like, what do I do? Like listening to every word Powell says and deciding what I want to do with these positions. Shit, maybe I even add to it. We'll see. We must talk. Like I said, I'll do all the heavy lifting. Well, Kim, tell you what. Definitely not a yes right now. Definitely not a no either. Go join my Discord. Let me get to know you more. You can pitch me more ideas. Give me more ideas, but it's going to take some time. That sounds like something that I would take pretty seriously. And I need to get to know you more, what your idea is, what your vision is, what kind of time commitment, what you'd be looking, all that stuff. But I'm not even ready to have that conversation with you because I just met you here on a TikTok Live. Come further into my community. Let me get to know you. Okay? And in the meantime, get a lot of good crypto value and investment value from me. Any predictions tomorrow? I'll leave you with that. TikTok says join Twitter and YouTube. Thank you, TikTok Antiques. Any predictions on tomorrow? I'm like 80% that whatever they come out with tomorrow, there's going to be a drop. I think a lot of it's priced in, but I can't imagine what he comes out and says tomorrow is unless he comes out and says we're not changing a thing, we're just going to do a 0.5 this month and a 0.5 next month and go from there. Unless he says that, every other scenario just looks like it would be at least a little bit of a red day to me. That's my thought. If he comes out tomorrow and says, all right, we're going to ramp it up, we're going to do a 0.75 right now, market's down. If he comes out and says, we're going to do a 0.5 today, 0.75 next month, market down. We're going to do a 1% today, market down. We're going to do a 1% next month, market down. We're going to do a 0.5 today and talk about doing a 0.75 next month, market down. The only scenario that the market goes up to me is if he just comes out and says we're not changing anything and we have no plans to. Which, if he does that, he needs to be fired because that's unbelievable. In my opinion, he should just come out tomorrow and say, we're doing a 1% today because this is out of hand and we need to pour some massive water on this fire. Inflammation, it's inflamed. Inflation, inflamed. They need to dump water that is interest rates on that shit. Like Craig's dad said in Friday, pour some water on that damn shit. You guys ever seen Friday? Pour some water on that damn shit. He puts the cereal in the bowl, and there's only like a drop of milk that comes out, and he's going to throw it away. What you doing with that cereal, boy? We ain't got no milk. Put some water on that damn shit. That guy's so funny. He's dead now. The guy that played his dad. Yeah, I'm holding the short. I took out 25% of that position yesterday at like 22,500 just to lock in a little profit, and I put my stop loss, right? I entered the position at 29,000, and now I've put my stop loss, I did it yesterday, at 24,500. So, if it goes there, then yeah, close my position and just take my profit. But I'm just leaving the remaining 3/4 of it open because I may even tighten my stop loss tomorrow. We'll see. I probably will. How does housing market crash? Does inflation any part? Well, housing market's going up so fast is an inflation metric. The housing prices inflated. Went up way too fast in the last couple of years. They were already going up pretty healthily over the last 8 years, and then the last 2 they just went on a rocket, and that's not sustainable, not healthy, and needs to be corrected. Not as a matter of opinion, as a matter of fact. Because this is a universe of balance, and when things go too far out of balance, they have to be corrected. It's what's literally happened every time, always, and will continue to. So, but what is with that is that the interest rates keep going. Interest rate rises are a big tool to lower inflation. So as interest rates go up, guess what? When you go get a mortgage, the interest rate on your mortgage is higher. And every 1% a mortgage rate goes up, the buyer loses 10% of their buying power. So, for instance, a few months ago, we were at 3% as an average mortgage, 3.25, something like that. So, say someone was going to get a mortgage and it was a $2,000 a month payment, because I'm in real estate and I'm telling you, people don't look at the house prices of houses. They look at what the monthly payment is going to be, because can I afford the monthly payment? So if they could afford a $2,000 a month monthly payment, well, guess what? Interest rates have gone up over 3%, about 3.5% since a few months ago. So that $2,000 a month payment a few months ago is now $2,700. So what they say is, oh shit, okay, well, apparently what price of houses can I get for $2,000 a month? So now all these people are looking at lower priced houses. And I've seen it, right? Houses are staying, way less people are applying for mortgages now. Way less, week over week over week. Houses are staying on the market longer. There are also more houses up for sale, right? So you couple all that together, the writing is on the wall. And you're actually even seeing price reductions. The other day, we have a person that found a house and they're buying it, and the house was listed for $585, and it sat for a week and no one made an offer. And the person that owned that house was a real estate agent, is a real estate agent. And that house several months ago would have been in a bidding war going for way over $600. Guess what? We got it for $570. And they took it instantly. And that person that owned that house and sold it to us, real estate agent. They know their shit. And that's Seattle. This isn't even the worst. I think Austin, Nashville, Phoenix, Tampa, Atlanta, Boise, I think maybe Miami, Charlotte, I think those are some of the places that are going to be hit the absolute hardest. I think everything's going to go down, but some places hit harder than others, some hit less hard than others. That's what I got for you. I've been on here 2 hours and 47 minutes. Yes, I just bought a house. A monthly mortgage is ridiculous. Tina, when did you buy the house? Please, when you say just, please tell me it wasn't like yesterday. Six months, future downturn. Thank you for these information, really help. I'm glad. Tag. Go to my Discord. How do I join your Discord? Click the link in my TikTok bio. On my Mac, it doesn't show it, but on your phone, it will, the phone app. Click that link. It'll take you to this page. There's the Discord right there. Join it. All right. I think I'm going to get back to it. My phone's about to die. I haven't had it plugged in. I should have had it plugged in. What am I doing? But tomorrow we'll be going live before 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're in America, for the love of God, get a Voyager account. Go get 9% interest on your cash. Publicly traded company. Use the link on my resources page that I just showed you. That'll give you $50 in free Bitcoin. So what you can do you can transfer $100 without a fee from your bank to Voyager, no fees. Buy $100 of USDC, no fees. So you turn your $100 of USD into $100 of USDC, and now you're getting 9% interest on your cash. And you'll also get $50 of free Bitcoin when you do that. And if you decide to change your USDC and withdraw it or whatever, you sell your USDC and turn it back into USD, it doesn't cost you a penny. You don't lose a cent in the entire anything, and you can send it back to your bank. Do it. I mean, seriously, like, why wouldn't you do it anyways? All right, that's what I got for you guys. I'm out. See you tomorrow.